infatuated with the in-between, the ups, the downs, the curves and the rounds. I'll bring it to your city or your hometown. I'll go back in time when the feeling was fine, when funkin' was legal and it wasn't a crime. Party people lined up and down the way, a bigger celebration than your birthday. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. And I have seen the world pristine, funky up in the bushes, funky down in the trees. Now look around, all the frowns, the yellow, the white, the red and the brown. And keep in mind, it never costs a dime, 'cause funkin' is free, I remember the time. Now look today, the streets are gray, time to take it back to yesterday. Funkin' in the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. It was good in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
And we're live.
And we're back.
Welcome to the Underdog Journey, where at least one of us can speak. So, welcome back.
The tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth. The tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth. You got to do the exercises, man.
Yeah. This is the only thing that's touching the tip of my tongue and my teeth is this glass of bourbon.
All right. Well, let's kick it off with the right topic then. What do you got there in that said glass of bourbon?
Well, I have not been to the beer shop in a really long time, so I restocked my my tin cup because Matt Harmon, who's usually here, drank all of it. So I got a new bottle. I had to break it in. That is what I'm having tonight. Tin Cup's actually a really good bourbon. It's very affordable and really underrated. So I highly recommend Tin Cup. What are you drinking?
Well, I've been doing a lot of bourbons lately, and I said, you know what? I'm a freaking beer guy. I need to get back to a beer, and one of the best beers you can possibly get is a Hofbrauhaus Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
but I don't have one near me, so I got to settle for German's second best, Erdinger's. Let me get it out of the sun line here. Erdinger's Weiss beer. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. But I am drinking it out of my normal size glass for real men.
Of course.
This is a normal serving of beer. Just that's how it is. Not those little solo cups, that shot glasses that everybody else drinks it out of.
Yes.
So I'm look at that.
In the sunshine, it just gleams.
And I got to rock my Hofbrauhaus Columbus here.
John Callender says he's never seen Erdinger in cans before, but that unfiltered Hefeweizen, that looks really good, man. That looks really good.
Man, it is absolutely delicious.
That's awesome.
Absolutely delicious.
Good
I mean,
stuff.
you can't have a bad day drinking that beer. It's impossible.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. So,
although I do have is it the 1864 or whatever it is, the French Blanc beer over there as well as a backup.
Well, sure. Everybody loves a French Blanc.
Hashtag, that's what he said.
Exactly. So, David, I understand that we have some interesting stuff happening this weekend.
Well, I mean, you could say that. You could say that.
Mayhaps.
You could mayhaps. I said might could. I mean, we got to blend in with the locals down there, right?
In Arton.
Excuse me, here in about, let's see, we got about 13 minutes. We're going to have some of them on the show with us. We're going to give you guys fair warning. I dropped this on West literally as we were launching the show, like I normally do. I said, oh, by the way, I invited all the people on here. So, well, actually, you know what? I got to take a sidestep. Actually, no, this will work into it. This will take a work into it. John, I'll get to your comment here in a moment. Because there's a story behind that, and you might be able to walk away with that bottle. So when the guys come on, we don't know what it's going to do to our bandwidth. We don't know how it's going to display on the screen. It's something we can't test until we actually do it.
Right.
And to try to get all these people in one shot is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. So bear with us, but it's for a good cause. We want them all to say hi and to say hi to their audiences. So if you're all already on and watching the show, make sure you share this out to your audiences so that they can be on both Facebook or either Facebook and YouTube. Hell, do both of them. But this weekend at Bailey's Pay Lake in Arton, Ohio, we are going to be doing our charity golf. Man, I want to go golfing now. Our charity fishing tournament against the Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black, and more YouTube fishing channels than I don't have a chance of telling you who all's involved, because there's just so many of them.
I think there are 10 channels involved, and then there's us. So 10 actual outdoorsmen people who actually know what they're doing.
10 people who know what they're doing, and then West and I bumbling around.
Exactly. So it'll be interesting to say the least. But
it's going to be fun.
There's going to be a live band. There's going to be a raffle. There's going to be there's a silent auction. The silent auction or just raffle? One of those. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
And
I'm looking forward.
And we just this moment literally just popped up on my screen. Marvin Wilburn of Monty's Pizza down there has just committed to donating a pizza or two. Coupons or gift cards or whatever that he's doing. He has just committed to us on that. Nice. Literally as we were out here on the show.
Yeah,
so that's great. Thank you very much. Monty's Pizza was like my favorite growing up, and I'm sad that I don't live down there. So I've actually asked him to run the numbers and see what it would take to get the Monty's Pizza sent up here to me in New York.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, and the amount of people who are giving to the raffle and all that kind of stuff, it's just amazing how many people are putting in so much effort for this event. It's going to be so great. And it will raise money for the Easter seals.
Mm-hmm, yes, I feel confident in saying we are going to have hundreds, meaning that I believe we're going to cross the 200 mark of people out there at this event in total. Throughout the entire event. I believe we're going to end up crossing the 200 mark. It's going to be a great event. Get out there. I mean, if you're in the area, go. If you live somewhere else, pack your bags and go. I mean, it's going to be great. It's for a great cause for the Easter Seals of Central and Southern Ohio. All the funds that are raised are going to stay in the area. Somebody just gave us a hateful, frowny face. What gives?
Oh, I
What
didn't
gives?
see
You just
that.
can't click the buttons willy-nilly. You got to pay attention to what
Is
you're
it my
doing,
mom?
people. Come on now. But no, so we're going to be going down there and really just teaching these guys really what they've been doing wrong about fishing. Fishing's not about catching the fish.
No, it's
Fishing's
not the-
about sitting back, smoking a cigar. And you said what are you bringing?
I'm gonna bring a nice pipe with maybe some tasty pipe tobacco. I was gonna bring cigars, but here's the thing: I didn't want to bring like cigars and not have enough for everybody. But as you said, look, if people don't bring their own, that's their problem. So
Yeah, I said I'm bringing cigars. If they wanted cigars, they bring their own. But I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna have a cigar, and I'm gonna respect the area that they don't have alcohol there. Otherwise, I'd be having myself a nice icy cold beer, and I might not even put a hook on the pole and just throw the thing out there.
right, see,
Just sit back smoking a cigar and drinking a beer.
I think this was a massive oversight on whoever planned this event, Shannon Black, for picking a pay lake, a dry pay lake. Who goes fishing without beer? Like the two are synonymous.
Yeah, it's kind of a common thing down there in that area. Apparently, that they don't do a lot of alcohol there. They want to keep the ruckus to a minimum. I can respect that, but just don't check my check my cooler.
I've been to Southern Ohio. I can tell you for a fact, there's a lot of people who drink a lot more than the average bear. You know what I mean?
Yes, we do like our beer because one of the things these guys they tend to forget, or some of them forget, is I'm from there. I mean, listen to this hillbilly twang. You can't just pull this hillbilly twang off without actually being down there. See, now, if you really want to learn how to speak hillbilly, we need to bring my mom on the show, and she can really. We're going to need an interpreter. And I can't do it. I got to find somebody else to interpret between us.
Huh?
Maybe Philip Black over there. Maybe Philip can help us interpret what she's telling me. But man,
Matt said I look like Popeye.
So Matt Harmon says you look like Popeye.
Yeah, no, this is my Popeye pipe.
So Brandon Fitch, comment of the night: can koozies help with that problem? I like this guy. I don't know who he is, but I like him.
Yeah.
Already I like him. We got about 7 minutes, and we're going to bring him on here. But we're talking about the raffle. And John Calendar, you mentioned there in your comment, you're jealous of the Blantons behind Dave. Well, that Blantons, that's not just a box. It is a box.
It is.
But that Blanton's box has, I don't break it here.
I would assume a bottle of Blanton's.
Sorry, it got stuck on a horse. It has
about a horse.
Brand new bottle.
Nice.
Of Blanton's here in the sunlight.
What letter are you? What letter are you?
Let's see what letter we got here. We've got the L.
I got the L. I might have to win this bottle. So
that is up for grabs. That's going in. This is a separate raffle. This won't be down there. This won't be down there at the thing. This will be raffled off separately and then delivered separately.
So tell us how
the way it works.
You can win this bottle of Blanton's.
The way it works is this bottle of Blanton's, and we've got a drone. I previously thought we were going to get a chance to raffle off, but we didn't. The Mavic Mini drone, we're going to raffle them off. Each one of them is going to have a cap of 100 tickets, and they're $5 a ticket. So if you give if you say here's $10, it is. You can say all 10 of 2 tickets for the Blantons or 2 tickets for the drone or 1 and 1. And you can basically extrapolate some simple math to get, your odds there. But we've got tickets right here. Here they are. There's going to have 2 of these things spun off here, 100 of them for the drone, 100 of them for the bottle of Blantons, and 100% of the money raised, not the proceeds. I paid for the drone. I paid for the Blantons, not the proceeds. That's a donated cost. That's out. So we do our math, 100 tickets and $5. Wes, do you want to help me out with that? What does that equal? That's $500 a piece. So that's $1,000. That's $1,000 between these two. And 100% of that $1,000 can go to the Easter Seals of Central and Southern Ohio.
That's awesome.
So the drawing will not happen. So it actually may extend past the date. The drawing's not going to happen until we sell all 100 tickets. So don't miss your chance. Get in early. Buy as many of them as you possibly can, and kick it off to a good start. Get yourself a good shot at the Blantons or the drone.
Look,
Matt Harmon says #drone.
I'm buying tickets. I want that Blantons.
I mean, I'll probably buy. I've got another drone, so I'll probably buy tickets, but I'll throw it in on the Blantons because I don't necessarily need 2 drones, but I can always use another bottle of Blantons.
Exactly.
And it's the L too. It's a letter I don't have, so I need that one.
You gotta fill out that collection.
Yes, indeed. So there was another. Oh, and I wish I'd had the information here readily available, but I seen a. It's also for charity. It was the full set.
Oh, nice.
Of Blantons.
That's awesome.
They were full brand new bottles, and they spelled out
letters unopened bottles. The full set of letters is on unopened bottles.
A full set of letters, unopened bottles.
Wow,
I mean, that would be man.
See that?
I went to bid on it, but my liver kicked me.
Where did you see it?
It was a thing that the #current wife had sent over.
Yeah, they do that. Wait, your current wife or my current wife?
Mine.
I was going to say my current wife probably wouldn't share that out because she knows I would try and
see John Calendar here. For a small amount of $500, you can have a bottle of Blantons. It's not about the $500. For a small amount of $5, you have a shot at a bottle of Blantons.
That's true.
So literally for $5, you could have a bottle of Blantons.
And
or
hypothetically, if you spend $500 on all the raffle tickets for the bottle of Blantons, you have the knowledge that you gave $500 to a really great charity. So look,
absolutely,
it's worth it in the end.
Absolutely. So one of the things we have to touch base on, we got about 3 minutes, is West, your dumbass put out a video today.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. But, the whole time you're like, oh, I really didn't think this through. I'm like, Jesus, man, it sounds like something I'd have done. So tell us about how you're going about your donation to the Easter Seals this year.
Okay, I put out a couple of videos. I put one on YouTube. I put one on here on Facebook. And I posted something on Instagram. Basically, if somebody finds that video, when you find the video, when you like it and leave a comment, for each like and comment, I'm giving $1. So if you like the video, that's $1. If you leave a comment, that's $2. Now, $2 doesn't sound like a lot. However, when you share that up to 10 people and they all do the same, or 100 people and they all do the same, or let's say hypothetically somebody really wanted to screw me and it went viral and 10,000 people all did the same, look, I'm not going to give $20,000 to this thing. I'm not going to go to the poorhouse over this. But my point is that thing could grow really quick, really fast. So I was debating the whole time. Like I had butterflies in my stomach on whether I should post that or not. But we'll see. We'll see how far it takes off. Because in the video, I'm talking about. I'm not going to ask you to donate to the Easter Seals, but I want to see how far you can take it and see how far you guys can raise the amount that I give to the Easter Seals of Central and Southern Ohio.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So I've already got a number of people that have shared it out. Of course, I shared it out immediately, and then we've had some good comments. We've had some people that are on board with it. We've had some pretty decent reach, and Lawrence L. Lyons Black there, Laura Black #, my mama. She posted the lovely video of you about to kiss the catfish from last year's event.
I saw that.
So I mean that was classic. So you guys can go over there and see that picture of West and the catfish last year. Now that was a catfish that somebody else caught because we didn't catch anything.
We were there. We
didn't catch
the catching.
We were there, and you played with that big red rubber thing all day long.
It wasn't working for me, David.
It wasn't working for you.
And look,
and there's a video of that out there too, of his comments on these things.
There's a video somewhere of everything. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever.
It's 7:20, so our guests they're going to start joining us. So guys, everybody out there, we don't know what's going to happen. We've got the link out for these guys as they join in. They might just populate on the screen. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to say the least. So we'll see how they all turn out. And I'm trying to get the Monty's Pizza thing here so I can share. Oh, here we go. I'll just share the link to their page. I want to share it over here so that you can support somebody who's supporting your community. So down in Southern Ohio, there's Monty's Pizza. I just posted up on the page right there, or on this in this chat.
In the comments, yeah, nice.
Yep, so, in the comments, you guys can click on that link, go over there, and support Marvin because it's Monty's freaking Pizza, so you can't go wrong.
Monty's Pizza,
and B, this guy's going to donate up some pizza to us for a great cause and a good event. So hats off and props to him. We've got some other stuff out there. We were going to, unfortunately, the mayor of Ironton, Ohio, has a wedding this weekend and will not be available to come to the event. His office has requested if we do another thing, maybe next year when we do our event, that we contact him. Maybe we can work the schedule out. That he can be there. So hopefully, if we can't do this, so the guys that are down there, wherever they were, we had people join in early. We're like, hey, come back in at 7:20, and now they haven't joined in.
That's fine. We're good.
So the guys that are down there, if you guys have an event or something you want to push forward, definitely reach out to the mayor down there because I think he would have been very interested in showing up and being there and showing his support for the event. But unfortunately, he had a scheduling conflict this weekend.
Of the wedding, tell him there's more fish in the pay lake. He can make it work.
There we go. We have one addition here into the show.
First.
So say hello and introduce yourself. Oh, dear God. Oh, okay, you guys can't see him.
Yeah, they can. Who do we hear?
There he is.
My phone's still messing up.
That's all right. So introduce yourself and tell everybody out there what your channel is, how they can reach you, and how bad Shannon Black has embarrassed you on the Pay Lakes in the past.
Oh, okay. I get it. All right. Well, hey, everybody. My name's Sean Clark. I'm with Catfish Freaks. That is my YouTube channel. If you all want to get a hold of me, you all can message me there, or you can message me through email. My email is sean12clark@gmail. And Shannon, he's got it coming Sunday. Hey, y'all better show up for it because everybody's gunning for him.
That's good. That's good because we're gunning for him too because they beat us. They only caught 2 fish last year, but see, it's how we caught 0. It was a moot point of how few they caught.
Right, but the thing is though, if we was going by big fish, I would have got them last year if I was doing it with you all.
So you were wait a minute now. Wait a minute. So you were at the event last year, right?
Yeah. I caught the 32-pound blue last year out there in the shallows.
Oh, you were over to our right.
Oh, you were over there. Okay, nice.
Yeah, he was the guy who caught the big fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have just bribed you to put that on West Line and just watch it happen.
So you said that your channel is Catfish Freaks, your YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
Nice. How long have you been on YouTube?
I started it late last year. I've got about 190 followers, I think.
Nice.
It's not real big just yet. But I'm slowly trying to get better equipment and stuff to get where I can get bigger up there.
Oh, sure. I mean, look, it was up until David gave him Shannon a good GoPro, and he was just using kind of a smaller camera. So I think the video quality on your phone is actually pretty decent to shoot videos on. Most people walk.
Well, see, I'm actually using
camera in their pocket.
I'm actually using the same camera as Shannon had, the little blue camcorder.
Yeah.
I've actually got the same one, and that's what I use.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, it works well. I mean, you don't have to have, and we've talked about this in the past, you don't have to have production studio level equipment to provide good quality product. I watch videos. I have every, and I've talked about this before, I have every streaming service known to frickin' man. and still I watch either the shows that I want to or movies, specific movies, or I go to YouTube and I watch original content. I'm not necessarily interested in something that's been heavily produced and refined. I'm just happy as a clam working with just real content. And that's what people are after. And it works very well. You don't have to have a multi-million-dollar studio behind you. So what is your estimates? Because I've never been to this lake, and West, I mean, the closest West has ever been to a lake is his bathtub.
Well, I was at Buddy's Pay Lake last year.
I mean, because I've been told repeatedly by this group that this Pay Lake is going to be off the chain.
It's an okay lake. It's not a bad lake. I like it. So it does have big fish in it, but there's also a lot of little ones. But as every Pay Lake owner and every Pay Lake, you can't just put just big fish in there. You've also got to put small in there to get your population up.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
What is your strategy for catching these fish? What's your game plan going in?
So tell us, Sean, how are you going to beat the Underdog Journey and the expertise that they are bringing to the table?
Well, there's a couple of different baits that I'm actually making. There's
you're
actually
making bait. Did you say you're making bait?
Yes.
Okay. Have you used, what was that we used last year? Some kind of a catfish bait that I can still smell.
Oh, it's fixing your nose.
And I want nothing to do with it. I'm not using it. I will use bread on a hook before I use that stuff again. I will fish with a rock before I touch that stuff again.
It was bad.
That's the catfish blood bait that you can get from Walmart.
Yeah, that's what it was. You know, I loved it. We have a video of West. West opened the canister, and that just hit him. Because it was a hot day down there. So it was a hot day. Hey, we have another guest in.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hold tight. So he opens this up and he goes, "Nah, I ain't touching that."
Oh yeah,
I ain't touching that.
It stinks.
So
I'll give it that.
So Matt Harmon left a comment saying West is afraid to put bait on the hook, which Matt, I refuse. I refute that comment because I put literally every piece of bait that I could find on the same hook, and it still didn't work. You should have seen this thing. All the bait at once.
You just lost your bait, brother.
I can absolutely vouch for this, that he had at one point like 5 different baits on his hook. So, hey, we have a new visitor. We have a new guest with us today. Introduce yourself. Say hi. Talk to us about your YouTube channel. And hopefully you guys have shared this out so all of your followers can see you on here tonight live.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the guy. Yeah, well, yeah, you. I call you by name, but I don't know who you are yet.
Oh, come on now. I'm in the group chat.
Dude, you know.
Okay, all right.
We're going to go down that route. Wes and I both had to mute this chat because these guys go on. These guys and the other 10 YouTube fishing channel guys, they talk like teenage girls, man. It is nonstop. It is straight up nonstop. All right, so introduce yourselves. Oh, great.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself. Tell us about your YouTube channel.
Well, my name's Chris. So I think you actually, David, you're probably several hours away from me. I'm in West Virginia, so I think you're actually the furthest away from us in the whole group, right?
Yeah, I'm up in New York.
Yeah, okay. So I'm down in West Virginia for anybody that's on here watching. And you're not for sure. I do a lot of Pay Lake videos. I do a lot of river fishing, a lot of bait fishing, a lot of trout fishing. It's not always the same thing. I try to keep stuff. I try to keep it different because I grew up river fishing, and so now that I'm older, I can Pay Lake fish because I get a steady income check. But my main heart is like literally just what Jeremy Wade said. And if you don't know who that is, you got to educate yourself, you guys. If you love to fish, you obviously watched River Monster growing up, and that guy was an absolute legend to me.
Yeah, same here.
Like I'm even.
Well,
reading
you're
here
like
book.
8 years old. Growing up, I watched Orlando Wilson.
So
Hey,
what's
I'm
your?
sorry. I'm not up there yet with
I am.
owner.
I'm up there. It was Orlando Wilson, and there was a couple other people that I literally sat and watched fishing on like Saturday mornings.
So what's your YouTube channel?
So tell us about your YouTube channel.
Well, I actually just started my YouTube channel. It's called Walk Talk Fish. I believe maybe a year and 2 or 3 months ago. Makes it, to this day, about a year and 2 months ago. And honestly, I did not expect it to take off the way it has. I get a little bummed sometimes because my heart isn't necessarily like directed towards pay lake fishing. Like I love the natural stuff, like the river fishing, the bass fishing, because it's more natural, right? And I know a lot of people will hate on the idea of a pay lake, and I understand it. I don't hate on it; I enjoy it. But coming up from where you're from, you may not have pay lakes around you, and so you may only be exposed to a river. And when you hear about a company taking fish out of the river, you don't like it. But yeah, a lot of my traction on my YouTube channel is pay lake fishing, educational videos, fun videos. I went more towards a vlogging viewpoint with my channel. Like for you, David, like you guys do podcasts, I'm highly interested in podcasts. Like I chose the name for my channel very specifically because Walk Talk Fish, I want to go fishing. I want it to be a venture, bring everyone with me as a first point of view, just vlog, and then I would love to run podcast as well, talking to people about fishing and just traveling, meeting awesome people, man. And I think there's a lot of opportunity for my channel, and I think that us doing the Easter Seals event is a great way to network, and it's for a great cause.
Absolutely. And I happen to know of a YouTube/Facebook channel that's dedicated to helping people like your channel develop their brand and grow.
We might know some people who talk about that.
That's what I like about Chris's YouTube. He will sit and actually go into detail on his setups and how to actually use them and stuff, and will actually dedicate people and help them with them not knowing and they want to learn stuff. Chris has actually got a very good YouTube channel for that.
All right, Chris. So here's the $1 million question: how bad are you going to beat Shannon Black this weekend?
Oh, we're gunning for him.
Shannon's my guy and all, but like we're good friends. He's one of the original YouTubers, and so for a young cat like myself, to show up.
We can't hear you, Chris.
YouTube attire and still smoking, I'm gonna feel bad, but at the same time, I know it's all for a good cause, and I got to put on a good show, and that's what I'm there for, man. So if I don't want to beat him too bad, because I want him to come back. I don't want him to quit. But
I don't know that it's possible to beat a fisherman so bad they don't come back. Honestly, I don't think it's possible. So we had another guest jump in. Let's see here, Brandon.
Yep, there's Brandon Fitch. He said his phone's dying, so he had to hop off.
Okay.
Oh no, Brandon.
Come on, Brandon, get it together.
Leave it to Brandon.
Right, he was the first one to say that he was going to join the call too, and of course his phone's dead.
Well,
my camera may not be working, but at least my phone ain't dead.
There you go.
Hey,
now your camera's working fine.
Just fine. So.
Oh, is it working now?
Yeah, you're up there.
Yeah, we've been staring at you the whole time. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a good picture, but whatever.
All right.
So
I'm actually at a pay lake right now. It's called Turkey. I've been up here for the last couple of days. Well, last couple of months fishing it.
All right. Well, show us around. Take the camera. Just turn it around there. Let's see where you're at there.
Nice. That's all.
Hey.
I'll tell you, his view right now is definitely better than mine.
You're getting some
out
in nature. So guys, if you guys had to give advice to a couple of nerds who really never go outside and see the sunlight, really are terrible at fishing, and would love to have a good showing if they were ever invited to a fishing competition of this sort of thing, how would you recommend they go about doing that? What would be your big piece of advice?
my personal advice on that, I would take, of course, 2 rods, have one set for the bottom, have one set about 9 or 10 foot. Use either bluegill or goldfish out there because they love bluegill out there. They love bluegill.
Okay.
Little tiny ones, hand-sized bluegills. Me and my buddy went up there a couple weekends ago, and we caught 9 or 10 off about 8-9 inch bluegills.
But so then, isn't the point you need to catch the bluegills before
It's
you
a fish.
use them?
If I catch and wait.
That doesn't really help us here. That doesn't help.
Wait. Hold. If I catch an 8 or 9 inch bluegill, I'm counting that as a fish.
Right. But here's the point. If you can't catch a catfish, how am I supposed to catch, or how is this anonymous person supposed to catch a bluegill in order to catch the catfish?
When you can take this pebble from my hand.
Best
None
thing
of you guys are old enough. There are some old people who are going to watch this, like stumble across it accidentally, going to laugh at that joke, but you guys don't get it.
The best thing that I have found for bluegill or any bait fish really is waxworms. Waxworms and probably we usually call them a mosquito hook.
Uh-huh.
Smaller hook you can get, the better off you are to catch bluegill, goldfish, chubs, anything.
So
Matt Harmon, you are correct.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking David and I need to stop by a like a Whole Foods or a Kroger and get some stunt fish. Maybe get like a small marlin or like get like a lobster. We'll just stick the end of the line and throw it in, pretend we caught it, that sort of thing.
Pardon me, ma'am. Can you direct me to your stunt fish department?
Oh, and we have part of our live studio audience here with us today. My kids.
Oh, do we? So, hey, guys, every evening when Wes and I do the podcast, the kids come down, they say hi, they say goodnight to me, and they show us kind of, some drawings and some artwork and sometimes some little doodads that they have. So we're going to take a couple minutes and we're going to say hi to them. So hopefully you guys are watching and can join in. So we've got Lachlan there.
What do you got, Lach?
What do we got tonight, Lachlan?
He wrote a book about monsters.
Of course. Okay, now are these monsters or amblyopidgens?
Monsters. Can we read this book?
Okay.
It's a short book, so we're going to read this book.
All right, we're reading a book.
Okay, so I am going to be eaten.
I'm going to be eaten.
I'm going to be eaten by Lachlan Carnahan.
And then he drew a picture of himself being eaten by the monster. It says, I am eaten. And what's the next page?
And then this is the funny part.
And he wrote all of this himself. He wrote the words. And then it says, the monster went home, and it shows a picture of the monster getting on a bus and driving home.
No, that's a limousine.
Oh, that's his limousine. The monster rides in the limousine.
The monster's got a limo. I don't get a limo, but the monster gets a limo. I see how it is. I'm going to talk to my agent.
Right. Oh. And Catherine made a mask.
Lachlan, thanks for sharing that with us.
It is a little face and a unicorn.
And there's a unicorn face on the mask.
And a crown, but I wanted to get it off when I first made it.
That's amazing. Thanks, Catherine.
I saw one of those big.
Hang on. There's one more thing here Locke has to show you.
I have another book.
Another book about monsters?
Aliens.
About aliens this time. We'll make it quick.
Oh, we have an aliens book.
Okay.
Wait, you got to do the thing. Lachlan, hold up. Lachlan, anytime you say the word aliens, you got to stop and you got to do this. Aliens. All right?
Seriously.
You got to do this. Ready, Lachlan? Do it with me.
Okay.
Aliens.
Do it. Aliens.
He did it.
Come on.
Okay, so we got to make
I know you can do better.
I am fighting a monster.
I am fighting a monster. Okay, he drew the pictures and he wrote all the words himself, he says.
Well, I mean, if the guy would have showed up earlier, you could have not been eaten.
Well, it's true. What does it say now? It says, I am defeated, and he drew a picture of the alien punching his head off.
No, it's...
Dude straight up wrote the script for Alien versus Predator. He didn't even know it.
It's true. He should work in Hollywood. Okay, what else we got here?
And I am defeated.
I am defeated. Okay.
There's
you punched your head off.
There's 2 more pages.
What's it say now?
I love Wes commentary in the background there. So he punched your head off.
The monster went home.
The monster went home, and he's in his spaceship and he's flying home.
The monster landed on Mars.
The monster landed on Mars.
Let's go.
That's amazing. Great book.
That was so good.
All right. Good night, guys.
I just need a brand local for something.
He needs a.
I have
All right, kiddos. You guys know the rules. On Thursday mornings, you can have chocolate for breakfast.
You're killing me.
They already do. It's fine.
I need a brand.
Chocolate.
Good night, guys.
But I actually need a
Where's
brand
my
local.
Good night, kiddos.
You know
Oh,
what I
he
need?
was exposed to COVID, so he couldn't make it tonight.
I need a black logo.
Okay. So apparently his head was punched off by a monster, and now he needs a brown marker for something. So I'm not going into detail about what that might be. He's the 6-year-old boy. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. That's just part of the show here.
Absolutely no apology needed, man. That's one of the highlights of our show is talking to those kids.
So do you guys know all of the different YouTubers that are involved in this? Are you guys all pretty close?
Pretty much.
If you guys had to put
Okay.
if you had to put money on who's actually going to win this,
Shannon are like 5 minutes apart from each other.
so they're colluding, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, we're all kind of close together. We all fish the same lakes.
So if you guys had to put money on who's going to win this, who are you going to say? Who's going to win?
Man.
Not Shannon. Not Shannon.
Hold on.
Everybody is straight up gunning for Shannon. I love it. I love everything about this.
Got
If
to,
we're-
man.
if we're being
He's the
honest,
biggest
if-
one so far out of all of us.
No, if we're
Yeah,
gonna be
well, there's a
honest,
reason. That's the problem. Is there's a reason because he's no slouch. I mean, they get out there, they do their stuff not only on the channel, but they're very experienced. And I happen to know Philip, and my dad were friends years and years and years and years ago. So I know they these guys fish. I mean, it's what they do.
I've been fishing with Shannon and his dad Phil for almost 2 years now.
Really?
Yeah. I actually met them at a state lake not too far from Bailey's. It's probably about 5 minutes up there at Lake Vesuvius. I had
Okay.
actually met them out there year
I
before
love
last.
Lake Vesuvius.
Fishing.
I love Lake Vesuvius. I actually took my boy camping there years ago. We haven't been back in quite some time, but I went when I was young. I took my boy, and I loved it. We're up in the camping area, and you're sitting up there by the tent. And you look up at the sky, and you see those videos and pictures from out west when you're away from civilization, and you can actually see the stars. And when you're in Lake Vesuvius up there, you can see the stars, and it is absolutely phenomenal. So if you've never been to Lake Vesuvius, go there, have a bit of a camping trip, and just bring beer because you can do that.
They've got a swimming area. You can fish all the way around the lake.
Yeah.
It is a big lake.
Yeah, I did some. So I've got a lake literally right over there, and it is from one end to the other, from one side of the lake to the other, is 20 miles in a straight line.
A big lake.
It is a big ass lake.
Me and my buddy and his dad, back in 2013, we had to actually hike that lake every weekend. Right after school, we got out of school Friday.
You don't have to do that, right?
Oh yeah, we just did it for the hell of it. We had a blast.
The hell of it. That's the best example. Why do you run marathons, sir? For the hell of it.
Pretty much. I mean, we'd also stop and do bass fishing while we was at it, but we just got out there just to have something to do on the weekends instead of sitting in the house.
That is awesome. So
you can try a farmer's market.
What?
I said you could try a farmer's market. There's a lot of things to do before. So he's like, oh, hey, let's go hike 17 miles around this lake.
Right.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
I agree with Dave. I think that maybe you watched so much of Forrest Gump, you was like, you know what? I'm gonna grow a beard. I'm gonna make a t-shirt out of a mud puddle. We're gonna do it. But I think that once you started it, you realized, oh yeah, that was a movie. I'm out of shape. This isn't for me. So
Actually, back then, I was actually really good shape. I played football and baseball, so.
see, then you started fishing, and then you got out of shape. See what happens?
True.
Well, for West and I, we joined the Freemasons, and that's when we really went downhill.
There was a lot more drinking involved too, so.
Well, it's the idea that when Masons meet, Masons eat, and that's just kind of what we do. So, all right. So we know how many followers, and I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot your name already. Dude with the hat on backwards.
Chris.
That's Chris.
Chris, how many followers do you have on your channel?
I should have my name at the bottom of mine. I made the whole account and everything just for this call.
Okay, so you are officially guest 71E0AAFC-75EF-41EA-A148-ABE1BEF0530D. If you want me to call you that, I will.
No,
Holy
if
crap,
you
you
called
got a
me
long
that,
name
I
there,
would feel
brother.
like I'm in the Matrix.
So how many?
All right, so Chris, how many followers do you have? You say you're a year and like 2 or 3 months, right?
Yeah, so I've been doing it for about a year and a couple months. I am at 714 subscribers.
Nice. That is respectable.
And,
I say, for the love of God, put your seatbelt on.
no,
See, that's the thing.
714 subscribers.
Nice.
See, that's the thing. My TikTok has actually got a lot more followers and stuff on it than I do my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right, so
Is
Chris?
at 1,500.
what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Mine,
Yeah.
it's Walk Talk Fish.
Yep. Walk, talk, fish, and then what was it? What
I
was?
want to get it up here. I want to put it on our thing so we can send a link out to it.
And the other one was Catfish. Was it Catfish Freaks?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and Catfish Freaks.
Yes, sir.
So that is awesome that you guys are part of this. That's really exciting. And
I wanted to be a part of it last year.
yeah.
You already had planned it and everything, and I didn't know nothing about it until like the day before.
I mean, you still would have beat us. I mean, I don't think that really matters.
I had a blast though, meeting you all and hanging out with everybody. I had a blast.
Last year was a lot of fun. So this year I'm looking forward to.
Guys, I think this year we need to do because we're all going to show up early, right? We're all showing up early. That's just how it's going to happen. I think we show up early and we take a half hour to sign some autographs for our fans.
Right.
Because they're out there. The girls want their bras signed. I mean, it's just how it happens.
Hey now. I've actually got 3 guys that are coming to fish with me. But one of them's going to be my partner for the thing. The other 2 are just coming out to fish. They're actually 2 of my followers. So they're going to come out and hang out with us and meet everybody.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So here's what I'm going to do. Actually, because I already know that I don't stand the slightest chance in hell of actually catching a fish, I'm actually going to, between having...
or stacked on top of each other.
So between wasting bait, throwing it into the water, and pretending like I know what I'm doing, I'm actually going to go around and try and speak to everybody and like interview you guys, get like micro interviews and find out about your channels. We're going to put together a cool video. And I think at some point we should all get together and live stream at the same time to our channels.
There was a young man at our show last year, or at the event last year, and I know his mom. I'm going to see if...
The only bad thing is about Bailey's, nobody will have service out there.
There's a bad service there?
Yes, it's a dead zone.
All right, maybe not the live stream then. Maybe I'll just make sure I have a full battery and I'll record the whole thing.
That's what
I'm thinking is that both of us could do that because, let's face it, both of us are better fit and better suited for doing those interviews and interactions around the lake than we are fishing. So we might need a couple of proxies. We might need a couple proxies to sit in our stead during our wanderings and ramblings. I'm going to bring we've got this drone right here, which is going to be in the raffle, but I'm going to bring my other drone.
Yeah.
Same thing, but I'm bringing the other drone so we can get some footage.
Oh, like you did.
Right. So
yeah, like we did last year. So we're going to get some video and things like that. So I'm going to be off doing some stuff. Wes is going to be off doing stuff. We're going to be talking to each of you guys, talking about your channels, talking about, what you're doing, how you're doing it. And then we're going to talk a lot about the Easter Seals and what this event actually supports and what it actually does. So with that, we're going to need a couple people to kind of step in to help us, with our gear while we're off doing, laying our jack web down, doing what we do.
Well, so I've actually been speaking to a buddy of mine about possibly stepping in for me in case I need to do other stuff. His name is Jeremy Wade. I don't know if you guys have heard of this guy. He might know a little bit about fishing.
Oh, yeah. He may know a little bit about it.
So he'll be there, and he'll make sure to hold the fort. Oh, we just lost.
Okay.
Chris. I think Chris lost reception. So, Chris, good luck to you, man.
So there was, and I can't remember the young man's name. He's actually, I think, after the tournament last year, I got him on my friends list, and I went to high school with his mom, graduated with his mom. So, man,
what is that boy's name? He fished with me and Shannon 2 or 3 times last year. They're buddies.
I can't. Oh, I'm struggling. His mom's maiden name was Finch, and I don't know what her married name is at the moment. Hey, there he is. Hey, Walk Talk Fish. It's on the screen now.
I know. My phone went complete. I don't know what it did. I went through a drive-thru and I went to close out an app, and it just made the most god-awful sound ever.
Did you get me a burger? That's what's important.
Yes.
I did, and I also got an extra order of fries just for you.
Now you're
excellent. I love all the things you're saying.
This is all good.
So what's the kid's name? So let's hunt him down, because I'm going to ask him to step in as proxy. Well, I'm going to ask his mom first if he can set proxy for me.
Get a hold of Shannon. He'll remember his name. I can't remember the kid's name to save my life. I think it starts with a T.
Well, so David, Matt Harmon always brags about all this fishing knowledge that he has, and he keeps saying that he's such this great angler, and he knows all the tricks to catching catfish with hot dogs and peanut butter and bullshit. So I think maybe he could come and step in for us.
I mean, I sent him. He asked for a link to join in. I sent him the link to join in and to lay his smack talk where it was, live online with us, and he is yet to have the kahunas to click the button.
Matthew Harmon, grow some balls and
all right, Walk Talk Fish. I got to take you a little less serious than they're eating chicken nuggets.
You're talking about somebody catching fish off a hot dog. Actually, the guy that I'm fishing with now, one of his good buddies, that's all of his wife. That's all she uses is hot dog or hot dog.
So here's a question. What's going to catch catfish better? All beef hot dogs or a turkey dog? Because I like a turkey dog, but it's not for everybody.
Beef.
All beef dog. Okay, good. Kosher? Are they Jewish catfish?
I think you should not get a hot dog at all.
No dogs.
No, I think it's because the hot dogs will beat everybody. They don't want you using them.
That's it. That's what it is. Here's some laughter.
You put some cherry Kool-Aid on them.
Oh, and I have found out instead of using Kool-Aid, Jello stays on it a lot better and holds more scent.
Jello.
Actually works.
What the hell are you talking about?
Like cherry Jello, grape Jello? Like, what do you?
I mean, does it matter? Like, can I use like tapioca?
When did this become a cooking Skype call? I'm supposed to be talking about fishing.
Yes.
Well, how much vodka
you have to proof at 120 degrees with 97% humidity for 2.5 hours to allow the yeast to fully ferment and to release its carbon dioxide, which will raise the dough and allow you to roll the balls more gently.
I'm still thinking about Jello. How much vodka do you guys recommend to actually catch the catfish?
I like a lot of vodka.
Yes, you and I are finally on the same page.
I like a lot of vodka. That's besides the point.
So
Vodka-
wait. Okay, so we can't bring alcohol to the lake.
No.
But if we had Jello, that was utilizing, let's say Tito's,
Oh, David.
in it.
David, I
got-
have 2 hours drive after.
This is bait, and I get a little peckish during the middle of the thing. I need to eat some bait, and I just have a couple Jello shots. I'm sorry, Jello baits.
Jello baits. David, I have a 2-hour drive after this thing to get home, so I'm gonna say
So you,
nada.
you take any chicken with you Sunday?
You talking to me?
What?
What?
I
Chicken?
thought about making some maybe strawberry jelly chicken and taking it out there with me to try it.
Strawberry Jello chicken
Yes.
to catch.
You take your chicken, cut it into like inches, real small pieces. Take it, put it in a Ziploc bag, and take whatever flavor jello you want and put it in that Ziploc bag and sit there, shake the hell out of it, and let it ferment all night long.
You're making that up.
No.
I've
Graham, that's it,
I have
Graham.
smelled catfish
All right.
bait, and it smells nothing like chicken and strawberry Jello. I promise you that.
Ask Chris. He knows about the chicken and jello.
Yeah. So
It's actually really good bait during the early season.
You guys are screwing with us.
chicken and hot dogs is going to be the same concept, okay? So chicken is more of it's a better bait because it's more texturized, right? So it's going to stay on your hook longer. You can get more cast out of it.
And the blue pick it off is easy.
Right. You're going to get, but the thing is with hot dogs is in a river, it might work, right? Because in a river, the fish are predatory. In a pay lake, these fish are tame. They're smart. They're like, yeah, hot dog. I've really never seen this before. But at the same time, I know it's a hot dog. I don't want a hot dog.
I think he might be giving these fish a little more credit. I mean,
No,
I've heard that
I'm
song,
giving them-
"Swinging on a Star." And
These
they don't
I
speak
can-
well of fish.
So David, I wouldn't say that he's necessarily lying to us. Actually, your mom backs him up here and says they use it all the time. But I've smelled catfish bait, and
I'm still smelling catfish.
I still
baits, and
smell-
here later.
I have
and
nightmares. nightmares
I
about
want
catfish
to projectile vomit just from the
There's
thought.
something I'm gonna try out there this Sunday. It's gotta be Limburger cheese,
Right?
old ham.
Oh,
I'm making a
well,
dough
that's
bake.
going to do it.
You know what I'm thinking? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna stop at White Castle on the way down there, and I'm gonna get some White Castle
Dude.
burgers.
So you better bring me some hamburgers,
I'm
buddy.
getting some White Castle burgers, and I'll bet you that beef. Look, it's delicious, but you don't want to be around anybody who's eating that about an hour later. I promise you that. So here's
Nope.
the thing. I'll bet you that
No,
that's
you
gonna
don't.
catch some catfish.
The last time I had the first, only, and last time that I had White Castle, there were three of us eating that night. I fell asleep, right? I'm like, I'm out. The other two guys got arrested for criminal mischief
That's White Castle.
later that evening.
That's a Columbus company, my friend.
So, yeah.
Is this
well,
like
I mean,
Halloween?
I keep some interesting company from time to time. This is correct.
No, I mean White Castle. It's a Columbus company, so they should be very proud of you right now.
Oh yeah. Columbus, Ohio, right there off of it's on Goodell. Unfortunately, also on Goodell is Hofbrauhaus House.
Yeah, they're literally about
The Hofbrauhaus
100 yards
House.
away. 100 yards away from each
So
other.
if I get anywhere near Goodell, somebody's like, "Oh, you can go to High Banks Distillery. It's right there on Goodell." I'm like, "Sorry, I can't make it." As I'm driving, there's a Hofbrauhaus House. That's where I'm going.
Hofbrau. Hey, so by the way, so you guys need to give a lot of crap to the other guys who did not show up for this live stream because we thought we'd have like 20.
Yeah, what the heck?
We
I
will.
thought that. Here's the thing, though. Brandon, like he's one of the bigger.
Brandon Henderson, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Blue Cat Mafia. He's not necessarily one of the bigger channels, but he's one of the bigger pushers with this event. He's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot. I've seen
So
him.
Brendan Fitch
He's
is
been
about to join.
I thought he would be on this call, so we definitely have to give him crap.
Yeah, Brandon Fitch says he's about to join. You're saying Brendan Henderson is deserves
But-
some crap though.
They all do. They all do.
Good to know.
Yep.
CJ, CJ, that's the kid's name. Gee, many Christmas. I've been sitting here the whole damn time trying to figure that out.
So CJ, CJ out there, I know you're watching. You need to step in as a proxy for David and I to fish in this competition. So what needs to happen?
See, all of you guys
At
have
Bailey's.
partners. I don't have no partner, so I'll be fishing all by myself probably.
Yeah, but you're going to be talking about nature and like all the hippy dippy stuff. You're the one who's like,
He's called you a hippie.
You're the one who's like, you want to be out in nature and like talking about the wild fish and
the wild fish and the stocked pay lake. That's a little contradictory, I believe.
I don't know. A fish is a fish.
Yeah, I mean, a fish is a fish, but no, it's.
Well, I mean, there's. So here's the thing. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, the large controversy and the battle between the river and natural lake fishermen and the pay lake fishermen is the battle of the fish. They know better. They're like, that's a Wendy's cheeseburger versus a McDonald's cheeseburger,
well,
and I want nothing to do with you.
How crap.
The other side of that coin is, well, here's my fish finder. I'm driving. I'm going to take my boat and put it right on top of where the fish are and just drop something down there. It really doesn't matter what the bait is. So, and that's the battle that goes up and up, and it's the seedy underbelly of the fishing community. When in reality, we're all doing the same thing. We're putting a hook in a live animal's mouth, and we're having fun reeling it out of its breathable atmosphere into its suffocating atmosphere, taking a picture and then putting it back.
Well, so here's what we got.
Yeah, I think that's 100%
we need to get PETA. We need to get PETA to join us as our proxy for this whole thing. They can talk about the cruelty. Hey, Matt Harmon just joined us. Matt Harmon, you tell us your philosophy on catching fish at a pay lake.
What the hell is wrong with you people? I've been trying to get on this thing for a half an hour now.
You're like freaking 97 years old, and technology has left you behind, sir.
You all
My good sir.
COVID.
I say good day.
Hold up, I'm only 26, and I don't use technology at all. Hold up now.
Explain to Dave and Wes the basics of catching a bluegill, including the type of hook, and that they'll need a pole with line on it.
Matt, here's the problem. If we can't...
Don't need to show... We'll need to show them how to throw it out, too.
Matt, here's the problem. If we have to catch one fish to catch another fish, we're screwed.
Just
that is so true.
It's
funny because
now,
it's
so
true.
See, that's the thing about catfishing, though. Any type of fishing, really. You spend a lot more time catching and preparing bait than you do actual fishing.
You go. I said lawn chair, beer, cigar, and a hook that may not even be there. I literally just tie a rock to the end of the string and throw it out.
Right. That's what we need.
That's a great day fishing in my book.
That's why we need a pay lake where you can take beer.
You get one shot, beginner's luck, and you missed it last year.
Yep.
It's true.
Brandon Fitch said he's going to join, but he hasn't joined in yet. Where the hell's Brandon?
Brandon Fitch, come on, man, you're missing out on this great conversation. Clearly, so Matt,
this is so. Wait a minute, West. I hate to cut you off, but I literally it's literally my job.
You love
to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So it's what I do. We actually had a topic tonight that West painstakingly sent over to me. It's talking about marketing content, how the importance of it plays into your business plan, what your marketing content looks like, and identifying your audiences, formats, proofreading your copies, distribution areas, schedules, and literally best practices, along with high potential channels, fitting each of your topics to that channel, and basically testing, modifying, and approving your approach. Now, this is 17 bullet points that he sent me over. And just at the start of the show tonight, when we first logged in, I was like, oh, hey, by the way, I invited all the fishing people on tonight. So let's all give a moment to thank West for all the work that he does on the Underdog
this show, people,
and the flexibility that he has when dealing with an asshole like me.
It's true.
Who dropped something on him literally at the last minute and makes it happen anyway.
Well, two things
So
are true.
thank you, Mr. West.
Two things are true. I do have a delicate little girl's ego, and David is an asshole. So between those two things, it's all true.
I'm gonna have to go get the other beer.
I could tell you how you can catch a fish, David, and beat Shannon.
We need the secret. Tell us right now.
Get you a treble hook, throw it out there on the bottom, drag it across the bottom.
Okay, I got one question.
Now,
What's a treble hook?
See,
I know what a treble hook is, and I will tell you that is frowned upon. West, it's like cannibalism.
Okay, so here's
frowned upon.
Okay, so what about
West
this?
to follow it.
What about this? What if I get an M80 and I throw it into the lake? And I just catch it.
It won't sink low enough to do anything with a catfish. You might knock out a couple bluegill.
Okay, we'll get we'll get a half a stick of dynamite. We'll tie it to a rock.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, there you go.
Laura L. Lines Black says that is not allowed. Laura, you're not allowed to watch or comment because you're just going to make fun of me when I try and kiss another fish. No, this lady, so she's awesome, by the way, but she happened to be recording me and taking photos every single time I cast the line wrong, which was like 98% of the time.
Photos.
But still, I'm just saying.
Hey,
it was a great time. So unfortunately, I'm still working to find my proxy here so that we can have some people watching. What was that? Matthew Harmon, you have the floor, sir.
Yeah, I need to ask the guys. Guys, I'm starting to have problems tying the knot. I don't know what it's called, but it's where you go around 8 times and then loop it back under itself. What kind of knot would you recommend for someone starting to get arthritis? For the hook.
A slip knot with a stopper knot at the top of it will serve every time.
A knotless knot with bacon grease.
A knotless knot. My good friend that's sitting next to me, he's actually got arthritis in his hands and stuff. He actually
let's bring him on the show and let's talk to him.
Oh, no. Come on. No.
Hey there, random gentlemen.
Who's this?
How are you doing this evening? This is David Leffingwell and Wes Carnahan from the Underdog Journey. Tell us about this arthritic knot that you have developed yourself and have expertly perfected in all of its glory, and tell us how you use it to successfully beat Shannon Black in the real life outdoors in a fishing tournament.
Now remember, this is a family show.
It ain't nothing I made up. It's just something I've come across in my fishing adventures in the past 20, 30 years I've been fishing. It's pretty much when you snell you literally don't tie a knot in it. It's you take your line, go down through, wrap around about 18 times, and then go back up through, and it tightens itself.
Really?
Okay. So the harder it pulls, the tighter the knot gets just naturally.
Exactly.
Nice. I like it. I like all the things he's saying. West, you're going to do that from now on.
Isn't there a knot
what I was doing
where you can bring it down, wrap it up under the hook, and then have the hook pull through almost like a bowline?
That's the knot that I use on braid. I don't remember the name of it.
All right. Ooh.
No, I run Suffolks. I will not mess with spider wire.
Okay, so tell me why, because I've always loved spider wire. Now, to be honest, I haven't really necessarily fished in 25 years.
The spider wire on the bigger bait casters have a really high intensity of backlashing. Super easy.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with that. I got caught on a power line one time, and it was miserable.
How'd you get stuck on a power line, David?
Well, let's just say I was outside of my apartment in Central Ohio, and I'm like, boom, and I was like, oh, holy hell, that's really going. And then it went completely over the power lines on. Now, West and Matt will know this, Smoky Row and just south of Hard Road. And it just right across the street and everything. And I'm like, oh, and I reeled it up quick, and it got caught on the lines, and I'm pulling it, and it just buried in there. So I had to pull off the whole entire reel because it was just backlash the moment it hit that. It was nuts.
Is that why that was hanging?
I made all of the wrong decisions that day. I'll admit that.
That day.
I'm not saying that Suffolks don't backlash, because it does. just like any other line. But you won't have near as much problems with suffix backlashing as much as you will spider wire.
All right. Well, Wes doesn't have
That's
to
on-
worry about that.
That's on the bait
He's
caster.
using
What
a
about
Hello
spinning?
Kitty,
Spinning?
Hello Kitty fishing rod and reel.
Yeah,
So he should be safe.
Hey, I was going to go with Spider-Man this year, not Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty didn't do crap for me last year.
My daughter's got a Tinkerbell that every time you press the release, it tinkles.
It tinkles.
You funny. The gentleman that
Matt
was just
Harmon, what you do on your own time is your own business.
the gentleman that was actually on here with me a second ago, he's actually got a Paw Patrol rod.
Does he?
And he actually hooked a big blue at this lake last year with him.
No way.
How did that work out?
Very, very delicately. I put a 30-pound braid on it. It's just my nephew's Paw Patrol pole. My brother left in my truck, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna upgrade it a little bit. I put 30-pound braid on there and put a 12-inch float, a 8-aught circle hook, and came out and threw that thing out in the water with a live goldfish, and I pulled in a 15-pound blue cat on it. So
Seriously,
With live goldfish?
yeah, live goldfish.
I've never heard of that.
so are
Really?
Oh yeah.
you
What we fish with?
Are you gonna be
All right, Grandpa, let's get you back to the home.
are you going to be there on Sunday?
No, I will actually be out at this lake running it.
All right.
So
All right. So here's the problem.
Or, and I think this is a better decision for you. You come and fish for me.
Yeah. Right. So here's the thing. We'll pay you in catfish hot dogs and raffle tickets.
All beef kosher hot dogs you can handle. Hey, we have another guest that just joined back in. What's going on here? Introduce yourself so we know who you're. Oh, they're gone. Screw you. You're out.
No.
Voted off the island. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
So we're just with Matt Harmon. So Matt Harmon, are you going to step in as a proxy for David and or I?
What day is this?
This coming
No,
Sunday.
This year. They had no help this year.
This coming Sunday.
Is this Sunday?
Oh.
If I don't get COVID, then I'll do my best to be there.
COVID schmo.
When was your exposure? Because wait,
It was pretty.
you can't
it was
say
pretty,
that word on the internets, man.
Hang-
you can't say. You got to
It's
say
not like I
global
said
plague
big
sniffles of
data.
death.
All right, if I don't get global plague sniffles of death, I'll do my best to be there.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
We'll
Hey,
take
do I need to get a license?
No,
No.
not a pay.
ladies and gentlemen. That's
Okay.
one of the upgrades of a pay lake as a private lake. You do not need a fishing license to execute your fishing tactics at said pay lake.
You know what?
Yes.
God forbid I bring my daughter. She'll outfish every one of you.
You will need a mask though.
That's usually how it works.
She is
You pay
blessed.
$25 and that gets you how should I say this? You won't have to worry about a license. Game warden show up, he can't say nothing to you. Because
Well, I
it technically, like David said, it is a private pond.
It's
But you
private.
just-
It's private property. There's no worries about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
If,
daughter's
if a
allergy-
game warden shows up, he can pay $25 like the rest of us and join the fishing.
That's a
Okay, we'll
challenge.
drive out with West.
What?
You can sit there and laugh at them all you want to if they want to try to do something because they can't.
Well, I can
Yeah.
always come out and photograph it as well.
That's true.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Matt.
So I'll tell you what, we actually have an opportunity right here. So we have a guy on the channel right now, Matt Harmon, who is a photographer. It's literally what he does. And Little Redhead Photography is his, and we've talked about it on the channel before about what he can offer. Matt, is there something that you would give, like a gift certificate or something that you could donate to this that we could raffle off to raise money for your services?
I'm not sure. I'd have
Not
to meet
those
with-
services. Before you get going, not those services, the services.
The legal
Well, I think-
services.
Type of photography I normally do, and I'm not sure that would work with the Underdog Journey.
Are you telling
What-
me that you don't
what-
normally photograph
What
fish?
kind of little redhead are we talking about? Like what kind of
Little
head?
red hen. Hang on a second.
Little
Hang on. Little red hen, not little red head. I am not
I
up
thought
for
you said
sale.
head, so
This is a family show. This is a family show, and Chris.
When we brought Matt Harmon on the screen live, the family show PG rating went out the window.
It's true.
I mean, the risk is just too high.
It's true, Chris. As much as I appreciate the compliment, Chris, I'm not for sale.
So,
Chris,
I'm sure that we can work something.
What?
Excellent.
Man.
All right, guys. All right, guys. So we've only got a couple more minutes left here. So let's get some good smack talking in because Shannon's not on. He never joined.
Yeah, Shannon.
So
he's a chicken shit.
No, Shannon is he's burned his bridges as far as winning this competition. Shannon is gone. Consider Shannon old news. He's old hat. What are you guys going to bring to this to just bury this dude at this competition?
I'm going to bury him in the ground with a shovel.
With a shovel?
Yep. 6 foot under.
Yeah. What about
the
French fry guy?
Catch a fish.
Look, Shannon's all talk. Shannon's all. He's a nice guy. He's nice. But you don't win competitions with being nice.
Oh.
Now, I spent last week with a Texan, and I learned a new saying. It's called "all hat, no cattle." All hat, no cattle. I love it.
That's a good one.
But all right.
So that's what we're going to say with Shannon. He's all hat and no cattle.
He's all talk, no show.
It's true. Shannon.
It's literally what I just said, but a lot cooler.
He's all talk. That's all Shannon is. He knows he's reason why he ain't on here because he knows he's going to lose Sunday. He's just scared to get on here.
He's scared.
It's going to be good. We need proxies. So everybody out there in TV land, we need to see if we can get 1 or 2 people to cover for West and I as we walk around. We're going to do some interviews. We're going to do it in recorded fashion. Hey, we got Brandon Fitch who has joined the cast here.
What's up, guy? What's up, bud?
What's going on? All right, so Brandon, you're new to the podcast for tonight. So tell us about yourself, your channel, and what your favorite date would be.
Well, my name is Brandon. I'm from Swarping Cats TV. I'm the newest one to it. I started it mid. It's Swarping Cats TV. I don't post. I mainly do TikTok.
Oh.
But I'm gonna start posting on it. I just never really do because my big thing is I always forget my camera.
You got a phone in your pocket.
All right, now.
I video on there, but I don't do much.
That's fine, man.
Hey, David. So, while we're on here, because I feel like you being with the Underdog Journey, you all go live and do Skype very frequently, and I never get time to get on them. Neither does Sean, neither does Brandon, and so I know that this call is mainly for smack talking and an excuse completely for you and Wes to try to get inside of a Pay Lakers mindset, which is fine. I understand. You need all the help you can get. Anyways,
them cities need all the help.
All true. True.
Now that I'm on here, Sean's on here, and especially now that you, Brandon, have joined in, I think that there is something that we can address, and it would mainly be towards you, David, and West. So as us YouTubers and you and David doing a lot of podcasts, I want to let you and West open up the book on talking about how being dedicated on preparation and being how preparation gives you so much success for whether it's a podcast or a video. And speaking of which, Brandon leaves his camera at home. I feel like, and with the bullet points that Wes gave you, right, it's all about marketing. It's all about networking, right? But you have to be committed, and your dedication and your preparation for anything is literally what's going to make or break your YouTube channel. It's going to make or break your business or your podcast. Because if there is no preparation, then no one's going to really be able to appreciate what you're doing. And so I feel like with you and West operating a podcast, doing Skype calls, you've experienced some kind of insight of how important preparation is for anything.
We literally have a t-shirt design that says consistency over time equals success.
We literally have that T-shirt. So Chris,
we have that T-shirt.
Chris, you and I will talk on Saturday. We got a lot to talk about. But you know, it's funny.
Yeah, a lot to talk about.
It's funny that you mentioned preparation because I was actually putting together a really nerdy, really ultra nerdy agenda for a future show that talks about the reason that Batman could beat any other superhero in all of existence only because...
Hey, hold on. Let me know when you do that podcast because I want to be there to watch that one.
Only because he has one thing. He has one thing to his advantage: preparation. He prepares and plans for everything. And that's why he wins. And you know what? And that's why we create agendas for all the shows we do, even though we don't get to 90% of the stuff we plan, but we have just in case.
We don't.
And you know what's funny?
We have one person who is an anchor on the kind of the program, and then me, I'm just a comic relief. So it works well.
But here's the cool thing that I really want to talk to you guys about on Sunday. So the really cool thing I want to talk to you guys about on Sunday is, I think somebody's ordering fast food while we're talking here.
Brandon, are you ordering food?
I'm good.
So
no, I need my AirPods.
No, we're good, man. We're good. So one of the things I want to talk to you guys about is some of you guys are on YouTube, some of you guys are more on TikTok, and really, I want to talk to you guys about your preferred channels because honestly, there's not a right or wrong answer. You go to where your audience is, and that's important. And honestly, we're going to talk a lot about that on Sunday. While you guys are actually fishing and doing real work, I'm going to be bullshitting with you guys about this other stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna, and I'm gonna do what I always do. I always work the room. I work the floor. I mean, it's literally it's how I operate. I go through and I meet, greet, and talk with people, introduce, break down, introduction barriers and push through. So we're going to go through and push this. So we really, when I'm talking about needing a proxy, we're being dead serious about this because we want to walk around and talk to you guys about your channels and have little mini interviews with all of you guys as we go around to talk about what you're doing. So Brandon, you are the newest one to the channel here. We don't have a whole lot of time, mainly because my bladder is completely full, but give us the name of your podcast, your YouTube channel, Matt Harmon. He caught one fish 75 years ago, man. He just won't let it go. So Brandon, tell us about your YouTube channel, how many followers you have, and how long you've been at it.
Well, Brandon, not just your YouTube, but your TikTok also.
So my TikTok is Swarping. I think it's Swarping Cats TV with maybe like a some kind of like little weird line through it, or but my YouTube's the same thing. I don't post on it. I may have like 12 people, and I'm pretty sure it's everybody in the group chat.
All right.
Nice. Hey, Shannon's getting ready to jump on, so it seems like this is going to extend.
Yeah, you guys.
So I'm going to go get some beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Leffen will be back after these messages. I know you guys are only here to see me, but I'm going to leave you with these capable people to talk to you for a couple minutes because Shannon's coming on, and that means the smack talk literally has to commence then. So we'll see you back here. I'll see you back here in a minute. You guys enjoy.
David has to take care of some nature's calling. So here's the Brandon, I want to talk real quick about TikTok. Why TikTok over like YouTube or like Instagram or something like that? What's going on?
TikTok is starting to be more of you can get a hold of people quicker than you can on YouTube. It's more.
TikTok blowed up quick.
What'd you say? Sorry.
I say TikTok is like Sean's saying. TikTok blew up a lot more than what most people thought it was going to be.
Right. And you guys are talking about organic reach. So the funny thing is, it's cool that you guys actually caught on to this without knowing all like the technical lingo and that bullshit. But you guys are catching on to like the real point of where your audience is, right? You can actually grow a lot quicker on something that has fewer bells and whistles like TikTok than something like YouTube that will automatically filter you how it thinks you should go versus your audience just organically finding you on something like TikTok, right? So you've got a lot bigger growth. What's your following on TikTok, Brandon?
Do what now?
What's your following on TikTok?
I think it's a little over 1,200, I want to say.
1,200. 1,200. Sean, what's your following on TikTok?
I'm at 1513.
15 what? 1513?
Yep.
Chris, what's your following on TikTok?
I just started mine back in November.
Hey, Chris, what's your following on TikTok?
Like 3,500, I think.
Holy moly!
Right, but
that's amazing. Like those are big numbers.
See, mine blew up last year about midway through the season. I caught one big 44.9 at Bailey's.
Yeah.
And it got like that night like 1,000 views, and then ever since then I've held over like almost 2,000 views.
That's awesome. So what do you guys? So Brandon, are you on YouTube at all right now?
I am, but I think I've posted like 2 little YouTube shorts.
That's fine.
But I've
that is not fine.
Well, you know, David, you missed the whole part of this conversation about TikTok. So here's my point. Here's why I asked about this. Yes. So he's not done a lot on YouTube.
I brought my beer into this fridge in here.
So he's not done a lot on YouTube, mainly because he's focusing on TikTok, which is great because his following there is super organic and it's growing really fast. And both Sean and Chris have seen the same thing. My point is, and part of the agenda that we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to blow off till another night, is you go where your audience is. It doesn't matter what channel they're on. You need to be channel agnostic. You need to go where the audience is, and that's how you grow. Honestly, you guys are doing exactly the right thing.
I had posted a video the other day of the gentleman that was with me a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Of him catching a 43-pound blue out there at Bailey just last week actually. And
is he not there anymore?
He's up there at the lodge. He's up there talking to the lake owner.
But that ain't no way to catch a fish. He's gonna be my proxy. I'm gonna need more dedication.
But we had posted the video of him catching that fish, and within it being up for 8 hours, I had over 30 followers, and I'm at 19,000 views on it. Well, 9,000 views. I'm sorry.
Dude, that is awesome. Hey, I think Matt Harmon has a question, or he has to pee or something. What's going on, Matt?
All right, so the New York Times this morning just released an article saying Donald Trump was right. Something about TikTok being too closely linked to the Chinese communists.
Hey, Matt, we don't talk about politics. I apologize. So just so you guys know, we, regardless.
And Matt knows this.
The point is, you find another platform before TikTok gets too much.
And the funny thing, Matt, look, I'm not denigrating what you're saying. Actually, I was talking to David about this earlier. We're planning a future show where we talk about alternate sources of social media, like Rumble and places like that. So Matt, you're not wrong. However, I think the context in which you're bringing up this topic really gets close to politics, which, guys, I apologize. Regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, we just stay away from it because the algorithms don't like it. So we stay away from politics. But, Matt, to your point, you're totally on point because we will, in a future episode, talk about alternate social media platforms like Rumble and places like that.
You just admonished me just like the art professors do.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Matt, because you are
You're old and grumpy.
You're a grumpy old white man, and you have no voice in America.
You had to bring race into it. Man, what the hell?
That's good.
Where the hell is Shannon?
Your mom said he's coming on any minute now.
Hey.
What was this? Hey, by the way,
scared.
Hey, Sean, what's your buddy's name there?
So
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Hey, Jeremiah, I gotta ask you, what is that patch on your vest there? What is that?
This right here is 2nd Marine Division. I was an infantry Marine.
You were a Marine.
Yep.
You were hardcore, like so you could murder every one of us. Is what you're trying to say?
With a spoon. Yes.
I believe it. That's awesome, man.
You beat.
No, I retired back in 14, and now all I do is I work out here at a pay lake and I fish.
You work at the pay lake?
Oh, I volunteer. Yeah.
What do you do with?
You can't get much better.
What do you do out there?
Maintenance, groundskeep, road fish.
Yeah. Do you guys?
You name it.
You guys restock? Like, do you guys stock big fish? Like Chris was saying, do you stock little fish they can breed? What's your deal?
We stock both. We do about half and half. We'll do about 300 and 300 pounds a piece of little fish, and then we'll do 300 pounds of big fish.
So here's the problem, right? So you talk about pounds. I don't know what that means. How many fish is 100 pounds?
Depends on the size.
Yeah, it really depends on the size of the fish. Like, if you get fish that are 40 and over, then you're only looking at like 4 or 5 fish.
All right, look here, ladies and gentlemen.
So David's laughing at me.
I'm looking for a replacement for West.
No, David's laughing at me. But like for the average Joe Blow, who's like, I want to learn about marketing. Like they don't know what 100 pounds of fish looks like. Like they think 100 pounds, they're thinking of like fish fillets at Giant Eagle.
No, it's gonna vary in like different shapes and sizes. It depends on what kind of fish you're getting. I mean, you can get nothing but shovel heads, and they can range from 5 to 10 pounds. And yeah, you're just looking at really the single weight of one fish plus.
Where does the farm fish come from nowadays down there?
The farm.
Well, and that's a great question. So that's a business question, right? Like, how good a do you think
what most of you guys
a
don't
farm
know is my family ran a pay fishing lake in southern Ohio.
What was it, David? Part.
So what most of you guys don't know is my family ran my mom and stepdad at the time ran a pay fishing lake in southern Ohio.
Well, we got to get your mom on as a guest. What are we talking to these Joe Blows for?
What was the name of it?
It was Rock Cliff Lake out in Henson Hollow. I don't think it's open to the public anymore.
No,
is it a Boy Scout lake now? I was about to say.
It's you go there, you're probably getting shot right now.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, real quick, I have to ask. So both Chris and Brandon, you guys are driving. Are you guys like paying attention to the road? You're not like just watching your cameras while you're like talking to us.
No.
Be safe, man.
Brandon's not driving.
Be safe.
He's a passenger.
I'm just listening. I'm driving, but I'm just listening, waiting to talk. So.
All right. If we hear screaming, we'll call like an ambulance or something, man.
Let's see here. The good news is I have the ability to remove any of you guys from the video. So if there's like blood or something and you get into a gruesome accident, I can just kick you out.
Actually, if there was
you don't have to worry
David,
about ending the call before you get into an accident.
No.
I'll do it for you.
David,
don't worry about it.
David, if there's a gruesome accident, that is going to boost our viewing by a huge number. Leave it online.
Shannon Black.
There's
the show.
Shannon Black, we don't have your video.
How you got a show?
Shannon Black, your video is not showing. So
yes,
we can hear
you and your
cannot see you.
I see you all.
Full of catfish.
Well, I mean, it's because we look good.
Well, so Shannon Black, maybe your video is not showing. Are you wearing a shirt right now?
I'm not even wearing.
The ones that look good are allowed to use their camera.
Brandon's talking some smack.
And that's the whole idea and the thing behind this is we're all supposed to be just straight up smack talking.
Well, it's hard.
And I'll make sure Sunday to bring some koozies for everybody.
Yes, koozies are important. So Brandon, you were the one who brought that up. You know, koozies will fix that. So I don't know how close they're going to pay attention. So I don't know how much I can sneak by. I mean, if I just bring a Budweiser truck with me, am I cool?
Well, to be honest, it's mainly. I mean, it does say a drive thing, but at the same time, they're really. I don't think that Philip over there is going to say anything as long as it don't get out of hand.
Can you see me now?
Hey, don't.
Yeah, we're seeing you just fine, buddy. Thanks.
No, I don't have his video yet.
I don't have his video either. I was just lying to him.
Shannon, you look great.
It says the camera's on.
Man. You great. I love that new hairstyle you've got. It's bitching. Brandon, you've muted your microphone.
Oh, hey, by the way, hey, Shannon, just so you know, it may be the fact that I'm streaming in a bunch of people into my live stream thing, so it may not be your fault, so don't take it personally. But these guys,
it's his fault.
These guys have been talking
straight
a
up
lot
is
of
his
shit.
fault. Don't even give him that out.
No,
Yeah.
Sean,
Here.
Sean, Chris, and Brandon have been talking some shit. So
This
Shannon,
is what we all need to do. We all need to go get a thing of tissues for him, and all of us pitch in some tissues for him because he's gonna be crying like a little bitch on Sunday.
Oh, ouch!
Yes. So Shannon, I don't know. Is Philip available? A old lady. Ask your husband if he can join the cast as well, because you know, I think Shannon's going to need all the help he can get out there, because apparently he has a hell of a target on his back. So Matt Harmon jumped off and said that he freed up a bit of Wi-Fi for you. So, you know, the Wes was being nice to you, and then Matt hopped off and proved that it's just you.
It's just you, Shannon. Thanks for ruining the show.
Is the OG. See, Shannon is the OG YouTuber for Pig Lakes. Besides Wild Bill, that's going to be there. So all of us that are around here, we're going to have it out for him. We're going to be gunning for that trophy for him.
And you should, and we love every bit of it.
Sean, by OG, you literally mean old guy. So Shannon's the old guy.
Yes.
Well,
He's
maybe,
like,
but you know
he's
what?
ancient.
I might be the
He's
old
gonna
guy,
be the
but
guy
you could add up all of your all's followers together and still not touch mine.
Oh, Shannon! Shannon! Great.
Philip Black is not on the video, but he's on the chat. So Philip Black says I'm here. So he's watching too. So that's a whole team. That's the whole team from the Real Life Outdoors that's on here, ready to take on your smack talk right now. And he just laid the gauntlet down and said, all you guys are bitches.
So Shannon, I do have to ask. Hang on. So Shannon, how many followers do you have on YouTube? How many subscribers do you have on YouTube right now? Shannon, how many subscribers do you have right now?
1,607.
How many videos do you got?
About 100, maybe a little over.
How long have you been doing YouTube?
Couple years.
About 2 years.
That's respectable, man. Look, it's respectable. I'm sorry that these guys are going to blow you out of the water on Sunday, but that's respectable for an old guy.
If they're going to blow me out,
this is great.
C4.
The only one we have to worry about on that team is Phil, because we all know Shannon can't fish.
Ouch! No.
Oh yeah.
No, I have some shit.
So you got to tread careful there for Mr. Catfish Freak. You got to tread careful, because Wes swears up and down that Philip came over and sabotaged his hook and setup last year.
So when we first got there,
when in reality he did everything he could to help Wes.
No, David, you're being too kind. When we first got there, Philip Black came over. He said, "Here, I'll fix your pole for you." So he came over and he played with my pole. Think about that how you will. And he ruined the rest of the day. I didn't catch anything because Philip Black sabotaged us. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
That's the one we got to worry about. Because really, all them fish on that big gut are Shannon. Phil hooks it up and he just hands him the pole because he feels sorry. He really got it out for Phil instead of Shannon.
Oh, well, I mean, that's what a dad would do, so I can understand it.
Right. I'm going to hop off here for a second. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Time out.
We're going to miss you.
Hey.
I'll be back here in just a second.
Hey, listen, Sean's talking a whole bunch of crap right here, but go back to my video where I whooped his ass using cotton balls.
Cotton? So, hang on. So nobody's mentioned. So you guys have mentioned Jell-O and chicken and hot dogs. How do you catch a catfish with cotton balls? What's the deal? What's happening here?
Well, West, if you remember, we tried cotton balls last year. Now, for those of you that are out there in TV land, you think putting a hook through a cotton ball is easy.
No, it's not.
But
First of all, it's hard.
Wait a minute. I think Catfish Freak is literally fishing right now and catching a fish. He's like, oh, I got it. And then he looks back down at the camera like, you guys see this? You see me catching this fish? Oh, let me catch it some more. Oh, here comes the fish. Look at this. That is how you smack talk right there.
What are you talking about?
Shannon, are you taking notes?
I can go hook my rod to the back of my truck and act like I got one too.
Come on, I need to know, brother.
Oh, I love it. We're all sitting here watching you catch this fish, dude. So don't suck at it.
Better document it because you'll probably never see it again.
Shannon.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
I figured.
So we got
Catches it on my farm. The only way he catches fish.
All right, so we got Sean back. Sean, is that it? What am I looking at here?
Yeah.
Sean, tell us what I'm looking at here.
I feel hold still.
Hey, is that a carp?
No, it's not.
10-pound blue.
It's about a 10 to 15 pound blue.
Live on
Caught it on your
about a 10 to 15 pound blue. Like blue, hang on. Do you mean bluegill? Do you mean blue?
Blue cat.
Blue cat?
Blue cat. They are actual blue.
You guys see what I'm dealing with?
Do they come in other colors? Is there a red
I feel sorry for you.
catfish? Is there an orange? Is there a purple?
There actually is a red tail catfish.
See, David, I know what I'm talking about.
Dr. Seuss said it best. Red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish. Listen, there's every color.
Thank you. Chris, thank you. Dr.
That
Seuss
is the
knew his
level of
shit.
expertise in fishing that West is bringing to
There
the
you
table
go.
right there.
Yes, Dr.
Hi.
Seuss knew his shit. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Can you all
I
see it?
will wear red fish, blue fish socks on Sunday.
You know what?
David.
I might buy those socks from you as part of this, as a part of the auction. That's a
Dude,
good
you're
looking
buying some
fish.
dude's dirty socks, I'm out. I'm
David-
literally just, I'm out.
No, David, that fish right there is better than any fish that you caught all last year. So look, I don't hear it.
This is very, very, very true. This is very true.
Hey, ask him whose pole he just caught it on because he don't own a round reel.
Still in the group?
Hey,
Actually, yes,
Brandon.
thank you very much.
hey, Sean.
You're sitting there being awful quiet. You're not doing near the level of smack talk that's required for this group.
Brandon, step up.
You're going to have to.
I'm-
Those are
I'm a
amateur
little-
numbers. You're going to have to kick it up.
I'm a little out of breath right now because my
He's a
fat
fat
ass.
kid, that's why.
Exactly, because my fat ass just ran. I'm a little out of breath.
Hey, Sean.
You're going to grab somebody else's pole.
Hey, Sean, real quick. So Shannon is calling bullshit on your fish there. What's the deal?
That what?
He's just jealous. He's just jealous because I'm actually fishing and he's sitting on the couch watching porn.
He's on his. He doesn't have
playing
his
with
camera
his
on.
everything.
So Shannon Black up there in the corner doesn't have his camera on because he's laying on the couch with his shirt off, with his nipples hanging out like he usually does, not catching fish.
Yeah, y'all couldn't handle that kind of ratings.
And David's laughing because he knows. David's laughing because he knows.
Yeah, go fish.
I've literally texted people like, "Hey, we're doing the after show. You got Shannon in his chippy tits and everything. We're ready to rock."
Hey,
Yeah, but
it's great.
hey, by the way,
Shannon.
Shannon, I gotta mention, these guys been talking a lot of crap. What is your secret for winning the fishing competition on Sunday? What's your secret? What are you gonna do?
Show up.
Triple hook.
You just gonna show up?
That right there, you know what? I was thinking of all kind of witty comebacks and shit that he could say for that, and that was literally beat them all.
Hey, so Philip Black is in the comments down below. By the way, so Philip Black, thanks for watching, man. Philip, if you can join, that's awesome. If not, let us know in the comments. What's your secret, aside from fiddling with my rod? What's your secret for winning this competition on Sunday? What's happening here?
This just took an R rating.
Yeah, look, I mean fishing rod, Shannon. Keep it G-rated.
Oh no,
For Pete's sake.
stepsister, don't do that.
Come on, man. This is a family show.
It just got deep.
And we all just got booted.
And we just lost Facebook. Thanks, Philip Black.
Here I go.
What's funny is they'll allow that, but the comment you made that actually got us kicked off Facebook,
oh, dude. We literally got booted by
that
Facebook
was
for much less.
You were like, can I say that? Boom. Gone.
Yeah, we did. Oh, man. No, guys.
The android that is Mark Zuckerberg was watching.
Honestly, guys, this Sunday is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
It's going to be great. So, hey, Shannon, who's providing us the food this year? The same guy as last year, but let's give us some details.
Yeah, Tim Knight, I talked to him today. He's got 100 pounds of pork butt. He's going to start smoking it on Friday night. And then he said that should yield about 75 pounds of pulled pork. He said that ought to make us about 300 plus sandwiches. He said he's getting about 100 and some hot dogs for people that don't like pulled pork.
You're just not American if you don't like pork.
If you don't like pulled pork, you're
not American. Exactly. You're not American at all if you don't like pulled pork.
It's true. No, there's no room for you if you don't like pulled pork.
Hey, look,
right. There's no room under the tent.
There that we could just forget about the fishing and just eat.
Right. How about we all just call it a draw and we literally just show up and like eat pulled pork sandwiches?
Hold on. Carol,
I am on board with this idea.
Yeah, okay.
My friend Carol is making a bunch of baked goods. She's making like Oreo brownies and blueberry cobbler looking stuff and all kind of this and that. I told her, I said, I'm just going to be sitting there eating all that crap all day. Heck with fishing.
Right. Like, I'm going to make sure to take my blood pressure medicine.
You know, we have a supporter. Guys, you guys are down there. Monty's Pizza. Monty's Pizza down in Chesapeake, Ohio. Right now they have a 16-inch one topping for $13. You can call them at 740-867-5969. 867-5969. 16-inch one topping pizza. Tell them that Dave from the Underdog Journey reached out and told you that, and let them know because they're actually going to give us some coupons or gift certificates or whatever it is for pizza. We're going to raffle them off for the event this coming Saturday. So it's going to be we are shaping up to be a pretty fun time this weekend.
Yeah. So,
Monty's Pizza is actually really good, to be honest. I love it.
So,
my personal opinion, that is one of the best pizza places around here.
Sean likes Monty's Pizza. You like them? They actually do good stuff?
I've been eating their pizza since I was about 6 years old. Whenever the original owner had it, they had to do upstairs.
That's why the hike.
Terry Nichols. Terry Nichols.
Hey, man.
So
pizza's good, brother.
Way back in the day.
Chris, what was your opinion Chris, what was your opinion on Monty's Pizza? What's going on here?
So Monty's Pizza, it's okay, I guess, right? It's the same thing. You know, it's a fast
kick him.
food joint. So
homemade sauce.
No, Chris.
Oh, so good.
Chris, who would you recommend over Monty's, man? What's going on?
Over Monty's? Oh man, there's so many other options.
No, Chris. Monty's is a co-sponsor of this event. Man, what's going on with you?
You are fired, Chris. You're fired.
Domino's?
You're fired.
I swear to God, I love good Giovanni's Pizza as well.
Giovanni's is still off.
From time to time, I don't mind hitting a Gino's. But if you're gonna whip out like a freaking Papa John's or something, I just can't take you serious.
Chris, you're like 10 years old, man. What do you know about pizza?
Listen, hush. Don't ask me a question and cut me off when I give you my damn opinion. I'm not switching up.
All right. Look here.
Listen.
It is literally my job to ask people questions and then cut them off mid. I mean, literally is what I do.
He does this. Yes.
Ask West. He does. I ask him, "Hey West, how was your week?" And then I tell him how his week was.
Yes, he does.
David, you remind me of Norm Macdonald.
That's actually a pretty good
compliment. I will take that as a hell of a compliment.
Pretty cool.
God rest his soul. He was an amazing.
Norm Macdonald was a genius.
That is one of the best comedians.
I got a serious question for Shannon.
Shannon.
Has Brandon been talking to you about the battalion instead of the Hellcat?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if he has or not.
Is this code for drugs or sexual favors? Because if so, we got to take it to a different channel.
Can we talk about this online?
Yeah, that's a whole different link, David.
Instead of I'm bringing the battalion instead. Hey. I think that would bring out more views. Like that would catch a lot more pay lakers' eyes because where it's a 10-foot surf rod and not a 7-foot rod. Hey, that's meant for a.
Yeah. Hey, Shannon, has Jimmy John talked to you about Joe Blow's thing with the 12-inch unit in the place where the guys did the thing? Because you got to know about this thing, and we need feedback.
Oh God, that is just so wrong on many levels.
Sean, you can't break out something like that on a family show, man. Come on, man.
Walk, talk, fish. Do you have anything to add to that 12-inch conversation?
I didn't even hear it, so I'm going to keep it as I didn't know what you said.
Nobody knew what you said.
That is the only correct answer.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I did not hear the question, sir. I'm gonna go all like Facebook guy, drink the water.
Yeah, he's just I'm gonna drink beer and like pretend I didn't hear it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey Shannon, by the way, speaking of drinking beer and pretending we didn't hear stuff, I appreciate that you don't drink, and that's fine. And it's everybody's prerogative if they're not booze. That's cool. I'm okay with that. But you have to recognize the rest of us do enjoy a libation from time to time, and to choose a pay lake that is dry. Look, I'm sure Bailey's is great, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great event. But a dry pay lake? Is that legal?
Well, most of them anywhere are dry pay lakes, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Quote unquote.
What you put in your little styrofoam cup is up to you.
Fair point. David, I think that's a challenge.
Finish some weed eating before it gets too dark.
Sean, what was that?
I gotta get off here to finish some weed eating around the lake before it gets too dark.
Yeah, you're losing sunlight, man.
Yeah, I've got a lot of it done. I was waiting until it got cooled down a little bit, and after I ate, and then talk to you all for a little bit.
All right. Hey, Sean, it was great talking to you, man. Enjoy. We'll see you on Sunday.
Have a good one, Sean.
I'll talk to you on Sunday.
All right, man. See you then.
Jeremiah says y'all have a good one.
Yeah. Hey,
thank you, Jeremiah. Hoorah.
By the way, David has brought out a great collection here, but Sean, or sorry, not Sean, Brandon, you have been very quiet this evening.
I have. I've just been listening.
For a TikTok guy, that's unusual. I got to tell you.
That is true. Like mostly all mine is just either stupid hook sets that I've done or just crazy stuff that's happened.
Hey, Shannon, are you on TikTok at all?
Yep.
What's your following on TikTok?
Almost 900.
Oh, so Brandon's blowing you out of the water is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but I just started TikTok about a month ago.
See, that's the thing with TikTok. It don't take long. Like when I started mine last year, I posted the one me catching that 44.9 at Bailey's in the same lake or Lake 2 that we'll be fishing. And then like two other videos after that, and it combined, it was almost 13,000 views.
Wow.
Like combined with like 2 or 3. Because one of mine, I just decided I don't even have the poles no more besides like one.
Yeah.
But I took a video of me showing off like my setups and everything. And then just here recently, it almost hit 10,000 views.
That's
awesome. Don't take any talent to get followers on TikTok. Sean has over 1,000.
So Shannon's knocking the organic reach of TikTok. We're getting to nerd levels here. So guys, look, we've been going for like 2 hours now. Shannon recently just joined us because he's a slacker, and he's gonna pay for it on Sunday. But I'm gonna go through each one of you guys, and I want your full take on your social media strategy. So first, let's go to Chris. Chris, What is your social media strategy
so
here?
Glad you came to me first.
Chris, what's your social media strategy? I know you're bigger on YouTube than you are on TikTok right now. So you have more followers on TikTok. However, it seems like you're more of a YouTube guy in general. What's your social media strategy?
So the thing is with a strategy, you have no strategy until you, and I'll tell this to anyone, and I'm sorry that you can't see me very well, I'm driving. You don't have a strategy until you have failure, right? Until you trip over your own feet, your own ideas about 30 times. And it's a life thing. Like, you're always going to have failure, and it's going to better your strategy, right? So for me, I've had my YouTube channel a little over a year, and there's been 30 videos that I could have posted but didn't get to. And it's because of lack of preparation, as we discussed earlier, lack of good enough content, lack of editing software skills. So there's always going to be sections of failure that's going to better your strategy. So I'm going to say this as nicest way possible. Always be willing to change your strategy, and always understand that your strategy is going to change, and you have to be okay with that. Because if you are tunnel vision and you're one-track minded, it's okay to be one-track minded on a video, but understand that there's more to the video than just the video. It's everything that ties into it, everything that allows you to accomplish it. So never stay tunnel vision. It's okay to be halfway one-track minded, as long as it doesn't blur the other lines that help you keep your YouTube channel straight. So I would have to say, always be up for change in your strategy, because it's always going to have to be, it's got to be adaptable, right? And then as far as TikTok goes, unless you can I have a video that's almost at 150,000 views, right? It's pinned. I have a couple that are in 100,000 views, right? So TikTok is a platform that allows you to reach not only multicultural, but it can reach anyone, everyone of all ages, of all ethnicities, of all sexes. It doesn't matter. It can reach them. And that's where I use TikTok as a platform to reach out, to bring people to my YouTube channel. And West, earlier you said, yeah, TikTok's a good idea. Go to where the viewers are. And I honestly disagree with that, because it's so hard as a YouTuber to go to where the viewers are, because I may have a video that's got 122,000 views.
But do they care?
His video froze. Chris.
His video froze because he was saying something incorrect.
I didn't do that. Yep. I promise.
The Facebook gods got
it. Chris,
he said YouTube 7 too many times, and that was it.
He did. No, you know what it was.
So,
he said,
I understand what he's saying, but we have shown on this channel, on the Underdog Journey, how to do that, how to target. And West, what is we say all the time? You need to define your
audience. You need your avatar. You need to define your audience.
You need your avatar.
Building a customer.
You need to know who you're speaking to, and then you need to go to where they are.
Yeah.
It might be TikTok. It might be YouTube. It might be Facebook. It might be, in our case, we would actually do a decent amount better on LinkedIn.
We will. And we will. And
just because of the requirements for LinkedIn, we have to do certain things first.
Yes. And absolutely. So, Chris.
So I don't disagree with him, but I think his channel has the opportunity to explode in the formats that he wants. But more importantly, I think it has the opportunity to explode in formats that he may not be willing to accept, or may not be quite ready to understand yet.
So I think Chris is onto a lot of good things. I think he's actually a Gary V.
He is, absolutely is onto a lot of great things.
Right. I think he's a Gary V fan. He says a lot of the right things. He's onto a lot of the right concepts. I think the only thing he's missing is some of our advice. And look, we'll get into that, and we will talk to him a lot more on Sunday. But Chris, look, if you can still hear us, dude, your video cut out purely by coincidence, and I apologize for that. But dude, we'll talk more on Sunday. So Sean, not Sean, Brandon,
Yeah.
what is your advice for social media? Like, what is your tactic? What is your go-to for succeeding with social media? You're bigger on TikTok. What do you recommend?
I'm torn between my TikTok and doing on Facebook as well, because when I started doing my thing, I started my own little pretty much Facebook group of me posting all my stuff, along with having a few of my buddies that come with me and fish post with it. I have had a little bit more help with my Facebook group of my family posts and everything, shouting me out, sharing all my stuff. Some of the guys and people that I work with at Walmart, heaven bid, I work at Walmart. It's horrible. But all the guys there that I work with, they follow me, they help, or not really help me out, but help me out by, liking my stuff. And the same thing my family is just sharing everything, along with like my TikTok.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So
yeah, it's fun. So hey, just before we get going, our walk, talk, fish. I booted you off the call just so that we could square up the screen so we could equalize what was going on, and we didn't have you frozen going.
Yeah, too many
for the rest of the talk. Yeah. So that's why you're off. If you actually happen to be able to join back in, by all means, click the button, come back in.
Yeah.
We've been going for over 2 hours, so Wes and I are probably pretty close to being done. But if you jump in, we're going to continue to talk. Our longer, this is for us, for that whole go to where your audience is. Our calls, and when we started, we said, hey, we're going to start it at 45 minutes to an hour. And you think that 45 minutes to an hour of conversation is a lot until you really get into it. And then you realize that goes by and just a snap of a finger. Yep. So, that's one of our things we've been saying is, follow that thing. Our videos that have, an hour and a half, 2 hours of content have actually done very, very well. So it'll behoove us to not do that. So it's actually in our favor to have these longer calls. I don't know about tonight. I mean, we had Shannon on, so it's a little like,
Well, that's like the thing with me with Facebook. After I started getting up there and like people were seeing all my stuff, I ended up getting a real good buddy that he started making custom rods, and then now a few times later, and then I'm sponsored by him and get my free stuff, or not really free stuff. I still pay. I can't be that person that I get sponsored and pay. I pay and help him out the best I can. But now I've got 2 custom poles by him, and anytime it ever breaks anything, he's fully gonna insure it, and I highly recommend him.
Well, tell us about who that is.
Yeah,
tell us about your
my buddy.
Tell us about your sponsor.
It's gonna be Philip Lawson. I think he just got his thing signed through Rain Shadow to where he can become a dealer and start making those rods, along with other like the DRBs, the pig whips.
So he made
all that there.
So he made your rod that you're gonna use?
Yeah. He made my 2 for me. I ain't gonna go 3 because I'm not gonna say how much I've got in them because
that's fine. Yeah.
I don't care, but it's just one of those things that I'm like, you look back at it and you're like, wow, I spent that much.
Right. Hey, so do you promote his product as payment for this rod? What's the deal?
Well, my rod's already paid off. I went ahead and got him squared away. But every time he posts something or he makes a new build, I share it. Every time I'm at a lake, I have people saying, hey, those rods are cool. Who'd you make it? I tell him, I give him his name, tell him to look him up on Facebook.
What's his name again?
His name is going to be Philip Lawson. You can look him up on Facebook. Awesome guy.
Do you have a URL? Do you have a website?
No, he don't do websites. He more does it through Facebook.
What's his Facebook?
Is he out of Kentucky?
Yes, he is from Kentucky.
Pilgrim, Kentucky?
No, he's gonna be Inez, a little bit past Inez, Kentucky.
Does he ever run any real ads?
No, I don't believe so.
I'll tell you what. On Sunday when you and I talk, and we will totally talk. Push his product. Honestly, give him as many plugs as you possibly can on Sunday, and we will run that shit. Because
my shirt that's getting made, I have my logo on the front.
Yeah.
Along with I'm putting his on the back that has with all his, because I fully push his stuff to the best that I can, because every time I post something he comments and shares it back, so I pay it back.
Brandon, that's a great idea, man. I'm telling you, that's on point. Like when it comes to like
great way
co-sponsoring and like branding and like that is where you need to be. We can help you and give you some advice, but like the fact that he's building your rod and you're talking about his product, I mean, you're both like on the cusp of doing exactly the right stuff. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I just go back and forth. I go back and forth with him, just posting. Like, I mean, it could be the same thing he's posted maybe twice. I'm still going to share it to get his name out.
That's it.
I think since that I've been sponsored with him, and then me and him fish all the time. I think I've got him. I may be stretching a little bit, but maybe 10 to 15 people that I've got sent to him to get rods built by.
Yeah,
and
cool. Keep doing it. I mean, that's the whole idea, is to send those people to your sponsors. That's the whole idea of a sponsor.
It is.
So great job with that, Brandon. Congratulations on that. And we look forward to meeting you and talking with you on Sunday.
Brandon, it's been great talking to you, and I appreciate it, man. We will totally. We're going to do micro interviews with everybody. And I want to get your whole story.
Absolutely.
Your TikTok, I want to talk about your YouTube, your Instagram, your whole social strategy, and your sponsors as well. So this is great. If you have any logos or URLs to share, be prepared on Sunday, because we will grill you for that shit, man.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will have
We're one of them.
ready to go.
Cool.
Excellent. Thank you, Brandon, for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure.
Before you log off, Brandon, what is your last piece of
Shannon? Don't go anywhere. Shannon, don't go anywhere.
What's
Go ahead. Go ahead.
For Shannon Black.
Do what now?
Hey, Brandon, what is your last piece of shit talk for Shannon Black before you bury him on Sunday?
I don't know. He might need to bring a net, because I'm going to be reeling in a lot. He might have to help me, because I'm going to get tired.
I'll bring a net with a hole in the bottom.
Step it up.
Do what now?
Step it up. Don't be afraid to crap talk, to shit talk. Let it flow.
Crap talk.
Crap talk. Be prepared to poop talk.
Fun and games. I've never really. It was like the other day at Sky. I didn't even pay attention. I was sitting there fishing farm raised and looked over, and Shannon was there, and I never even got to say hi to him. I got tired
now.
He was like, "Who the hell's that guy over there catching all them damn fish?"
No, I seen
Philip Black.
I seen your truck is the thing that when I first seen you.
See, that's what where he was talking about. You advertise for your buddy and the rods. Everybody that comes up and wants to look at my truck, I tell them Matt Hamlin with Fidelity Mobile Wrapping Solutions.
Yeah,
He does great work. Go check him out on Facebook. I share everything he posts. David shares everything he posts.
Yes,
absolutely.
Guy,
dude is
okay.
So outside of being a guy that I've known for way longer than I care to admit, Matt Hamlin has won events against the top of his field.
He does.
He is absolutely no joke.
His work.
And if I'm going to trust the Corvette that I have to anybody but myself, and actually before myself, I'm trusting it to Matt Hamlin.
Yeah.
When I make the decision on how I want it wrapped, it's going to him. There is absolutely no other person it's going to. Not a chance in hell. I don't care if they say, "Hey, I'll do it for free." No, thank you. I'll pay to have Matt Hamlin do it, because I know I'm going to get absolutely the top-notch work.
Experience over
I'm not going to regret my decision no matter what. That's where it's going.
Hey, Shannon, by the way, so these guys have been on here for the last 2 hours, 1.5 hours, talking crap about you. What's your strategy for winning on Sunday?
It's like I said, mostly I'm just going to show up. That's going to be key right there. And, you know,
Philip Black is going to show up.
I'm going to show all these kids what it's about. You know, they think they know some tricks and stuff. I forgot more than they'll ever learn.
Brandon, what do you think about that?
I don't know. I'll have to show him. I especially last year, I laid over at Bailey's every time I got a day off. There wasn't a time that I wouldn't pull my full 12 hours and then come out there 20, 30 fish, give or take.
Brandon, you've been on TikTok too long. You're too nice.
I can do that in 10 minutes.
Brandon, you've been on TikTok too long. You're too nice. No, pull off the big guns, man. Let Shannon have it.
So Brandon, before you get put on a spot again, I'm going to remind you, last year, this was a challenge between only two groups, the Underdog Journey, West and I, and the Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black and Philip Black, right? And the only rule we had, one, we could cheat our asses off on anything else, and really, West and I should have. Everything else, the only rule was you had to bring your A-game smack talk.
Yeah.
It had to be up here. There's no pulling punches. This is not the NFL. This is not NBA. This is the NHL. We are hockey league. We are smack talking.
Oh yeah,
Brandon, let it fly, man.
Sunday, but I'll say I'll bring that Sunday, but I'm gonna keep my Mamba mentality, and I'll show up when I get there. I'll show up.
You're a gentleman.
All right, excellent. You're a gentleman and a semi-scholar.
Oh yeah.
I still get fish.
He didn't even get that smack talk.
I'll get my shoes on when I get there.
All right, yeah. We'll see you on Sunday. I'll be traveling into town on Saturday at some point. I've got some actually crazy enough. I have some actual business to attend to down there, so it's going to be enjoyable for me for both business and this event as well. So we'll see you down there on Sunday. Shannon, hold tight real quick while we say goodbye to Brandon. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we wish you well and all of the TikToks or whatever they call it, all of the talks. We wish all the people watch your talks.
All of the ticks and all the talks. Brandon, it's been fun, man.
All righty.
Yes, we're old. We know it. It's okay.
At least you ain't
Shannon.
as old as. At least you ain't as old as Shannon. I mean, that's to be fair.
Hey,
Shannon and I graduated from the same high school on the same day, right?
Brandon may be the youngest one on this call aside from you.
Well, I'm getting ready to turn 21, so yeah, probably.
21? Holy! If I were 21 again, holy
I
moly.
turned 21. I actually turned 21 Tuesday. So
happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate
Happy birthday to you. You should still be recovering.
You young piece of garbage.
You did not 21 properly if you're on the call tonight talking as coherently as
if
you
you're
had
still
been.
alive and your birthday was on Tuesday, you're doing it wrong, man.
Yeah, if you haven't died three times, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, it's this coming Tuesday.
Oh, this coming
Tuesday.
Well, then
all right.
condolences
Next
to
week,
your family.
we'll touch base and make sure you've died at least twice. So, all right, Brandon, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You have a good evening, and we're going to see you on Sunday.
Yeah, man.
All righty. I'll see y'all too. Or I'll see y'all Sunday.
See you then. Bye.
Shannon,
you got some work to do, man.
It's just you, and every one of these guys are just straight. We're literally staring at your eyebrow and ear now. Every one of these guys are gunning for you. We're not gunning for anybody. In fact, we are trying to find people we will pay for them to fish in our stead, so that we can walk around and talk to you guys as the day progresses.
Right.
Wild Bill's just going to walk around and film.
And well, I mean, that's great. If Wild Bill, I don't know who Wild Bill is, but if Wild Bill wants to fish for us, we'll give him the fishing pole. I have moved. I have relocated. I'm in New York. I have yet to pull my fishing pole out. Tomorrow, I'm getting the fishing pole out, and I'm going to, check it and see, yeah, there's string on it.
Mine literally.
Yeah, I've got a hook
since last year.
Right beside one of the biggest lakes in the freaking United States.
So mine has not been touched since literally.
Yeah, I
year.
do.
I've been trying to
live.
The
so
luck.
For those of you guys who don't know, a little bit of geography, a little bit of www.Google Earth or googlemaps.com. I live literally, it's right there next to a lake called Oneida. It is the largest lake completely inside of New York State.
Isn't it like
and it is right there.
Brand named Oneida?
I think you're thinking of potatoes, Orida.
Oh, close enough. It's the same thing. It's close.
Hey, but you know all those guys were on here doing all that smack talking while I wasn't on here. But do any of y'all really know who they are?
No.
Well, that's why we introduced them and talked to them.
Shannon.
Yes.
Shannon,
There's that one guy who does some fishing stuff. There's the other guy who also does some fishing stuff. And then there's that last guy who does some fishing stuff.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon, you organized 10 other. So aside from Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black, you organized 9 other outdoorsman, angler YouTube channels.
Yes.
To talk about this stuff, and only a couple of them joined us tonight. Can you tell us about what's happening here with all these fishing channels? What's going on?
Well, I don't know how I keep getting the sole credit for it because Brandon Henderson was the mastermind.
Okay.
Well, he didn't join tonight, so he's out.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, he's probably busy. He worked today too, and he's got crap going on. But yeah, he was the one that really come to me with the whole YouTuber thing, and then we just ran with it.
Mm-hmm.
And between the both of us, we just started inviting all these other YouTube guys that well, nobody's ever heard of.
Look. So here's the funny thing. So here's the funny thing. So some of these guys are relatively small, and I get it. You got to start somewhere. But I really feel like some of these guys don't understand the growth potential that this type of event, especially with people like yourself, can bring to the table. Like this event with guys like yourself could literally turn the tables and grow overnight a channel that's
absolutely
today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, collaboration.
I gotta throw this out here because I got all the stuff here on the walls, right? And I got some albums and stuff up here from some pretty famous people. I got AC/DC right behind me. I got Metallica, which is my guys, right? Nobody heard of Metallica until they heard of Metallica.
Right.
Nobody heard of the Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black until they heard of the Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black.
By the way, we got to stop real quick 1 second. Does anybody know Josh Ludwig? Josh Ludwig says he's going to come down here and kick all of y'all's butts. So Josh Ludwig, that's the challenge. This Sunday at Bailey's Paid Lake in Arlington, Ohio, you can come down and kick all of our butts, and we will put you online on at least 11 YouTube channels, including a couple of Facebook live streams. So Josh Ludwig,
absolutely,
you man. So Shannon.
Yeah.
David brought up a great question. David, repeat that.
Well, it wasn't so much a question. It was a statement of, Wes, you are famous. You are actually famous for saying this. You don't know what you don't know.
I say it literally every.
You don't know who you don't know. And until somebody my guys, Jim Hetfield and boys from the from Metallica,
mm-hmm.
Nobody had heard of Metallica until they heard of Metallica.
Totally.
Exactly.
Now it's just to me, I just all these stuff up here. All I do is I play Metallica with all these instruments. That's literally what I do. So to me, it's just second nature to say, hey, you know this, but until you know it, you don't know it. So some of these guys, and I think Walk Talk Fish is going to be a huge channel. That I think that guy is going to be. He is primed and has the drive to really push and propel himself forward. But nobody knew the Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black until they knew the Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black. And it's a growth and a growth and a growth and a growth. So there was a time when you had talked about so this winter, I gotta go back and recapitulate this or recapture this. This winter, I didn't see a lot of hunting videos. One of the things I thought of that was, all right, as a casual viewer, he didn't do much hunting. But no, if you go back and watch some of your other videos, you talk about how well your fishing videos do versus what your hunting videos do. And the fishing videos are where you get your views. That is your audience.
Oh, dude.
Your audience is not the hunting. So you have seen where the views are. You have looked at the metrics. You have seen what does well, and you have gauged your channel to promote that. And that's one of the things that West is huge about, looking at data. If any of you guys want to know this, go back and take a look at our algorithm video. Go back and take a look at our metrics video. We have talked about this. And you, without even, I'm not going to belittle you, but you, without even knowing the dynamics of it or the nomenclature of it, you have done and performed. Not only performed, but you have performed exceedingly well at that, and then focused your market where the viewership was.
Yeah,
and it has been a wonderful thing to watch. My house burnt down when I was 12, 13, and I spent like a year living on a freaking lake and in a tent and, every day fishing. And so I was burnt out on it, but I watch your channel. I watch your videos. I check to see what you are doing because I'm like, oh, what's Shannon do? Oh, Shannon's got a new video. What's Shannon doing today? Because even if you're not like right here next to me, I'm like, hey, what's my buddy Shannon doing today?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and that's the way a lot of the fans are too. And I try to keep it not the same old mundane, hey, let's go fishing, here's a fish, blah, 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 yada, yada. We cut up, we joke, we mess around, we mess with each other, me and Dad. We try to make it like you're sitting there on the bench with us. I'm not just talking to a camera. I'm talking to you, David. I'm talking to you, Wes. I'm talking to Josh. I'm talking to everybody out there. Like you're sitting right there on the bench with me, and we're having a fishing trip.
Oh,
wait, Shannon, I got to stop you right there, because you have a lesson. You have a lesson in what you just said. My animosity towards MBAs is well established.
We know,
all right,
like MBA.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Like an MBA.
MBAs look a lot at spreadsheets. They look at a lot of data, and they don't have a lot of the human interaction. And they don't.
That's on my day, David.
Yes. Well, they don't have comprehension of one thing: relationship.
Right.
They don't understand that in order to get a single one on their spreadsheet, that means somebody had to build some type of relationship with them.
Yep.
And sometimes it's a quick relationship. I'm sorry, Wes, go ahead.
No, I'm not trying to cut you off. I promise.
I cut you off all the time. Knock yourself out. To be honest, it's nice to have it done to me from time to time.
I will cut you off as often as you're willing to take a breath. So, but honestly, so we were talking to the guys about their differences with YouTube and TikTok, and a lot of these guys are, here's what I love about talking to you guys, right? You guys are good old boys. You guys aren't like big tech people who are up on the current marketing trends or current social media best practices, all that bullshit. You guys are actually in the field, using the technology, seeing where your audience is, and you're just automatically, naturally going to where your audience is. Some of you guys flow more towards YouTube. Some of you guys flow more towards TikTok, Instagram, whatever. The point is, you just by nature go to where your audience is. And the simple fact you're able to do that without all of this like data analytics and building a customer avatar, you just know. How do you know? Because you know. Because you're in it every single day, in and out. And that's what's so respectable. And that's what's so amazing, talking to you guys who are actually doing this day in, day out. And Shannon, to build the audience that you have is remarkable. All the guys tonight we're talking about, the big guy to beat is Shannon Black. Why? Because he's got the audience. But why does he have the audience? Because Shannon, you're in it. You're in it day in, day out. And just like the rest of us, you have a day job. This isn't, I mean, you're not getting paid from YouTube ads to quit your day job yet. Eventually you will, but you're not there yet. So you're in the foxholes like the rest of us, trying to make it happen. And I mean, just the growth that you've seen over time is remarkable. And even though we're only seeing your forehead as we're talking to you, I mean, I'm screwing with you. But honestly, Shannon, the growth that you've seen over time is remarkable.
Whoa, go back to the forehead. It increases our viewership.
Hey, by the way, David brought up a really interesting point. Hey, have you fallen off on the hunting aspect of real life outdoors? Are you mainly focusing on pay lakes? What's the deal? What's happening with real life outdoors?
Well, the big issue with the hunting and stuff in the past couple seasons is I'm getting old and my back keeps screwing up in hunting season.
You're younger than me, man.
But like this year,
like 6 days,
I had some slip disc.
Ooh.
I couldn't walk hardly forever, so I missed like all of hunting season.
All right.
The year before that, I fractured my L2 vertebrae, so I missed the whole hunting season. And then, like I said, like you said, I just basically I watch my analytics and I do a hunting video. I get maybe 100, 200 views. I go out and I do a pay lake video, and all of a sudden, bam! Within 2 hours, I've got 600, 700 views. Turn around, it's 1,000. Turn around, it's 2,000. You know, so it's like you said, follow the viewers.
100%. Look, follow
the
money.
money.
You don't need to know all of the ins and outs of marketing best practices. You don't need to know the analytics of following this or that. You don't need to build spreadsheets.
Wes, I'm going to need you to cover for me for a couple minutes. I'll be back. Uno momentos de por favor, señores and señoritas.
Do what you got to do in any language you got to do it in. The point is, Shannon Black, look, you've been building your audience because you know your audience, and that's awesome. Dude, honestly, the fact that you know for a fact that you can build an audience based on this type of content at this time proves not only do you know the analytics just off the back of your head, you don't need to check, YouTube Studio. You don't need to check Google Analytics for your how your results are. You're in it day in, day out. And that's what matters. So, man, your growth is awesome, and we're super impressed. So here's a question. Some of the other guys, at least, first of all, I thought we were going to have at least 20 guys on this live stream. We had, 3 or 4 guys at a time. It's fine, whatever. They're a bunch of pansies, and we'll talk to them on Sunday. But a couple of them have been talking about TikTok. Are you on TikTok yet?
Yeah, I am on TikTok. I mess around, post a couple pictures here and there.
How's your results?
Like I said, I'm just shy of hitting 900 followers in less than a month of actually playing with it.
How many pieces you post?
I don't even know if I've got 50 on there yet.
Yeah. So are you talking about like once a week? What's the deal?
It's like whenever I get the urge to post a picture on there,
right?
I've posted a lot more lately, promoting the event. And I'm kind of like Chris. I get on there and I basically promote my YouTube channel. I'll post something on there like a quick clip of me fishing. I'll be like, if you want to see more of this, jump on over to YouTube and follow us on Real Life Outdoors.
Right. So here's an interesting thing. The crossover between TikTok to so the crossover from YouTube to TikTok is huge. the crossover from TikTok back to YouTube, not so big. Now, look, we could talk about the algorithms and how a China government-owned company isn't as big as YouTube and isn't as interested as sending people back to YouTube, a U.S.-based owned company. Politics aside, we're not going there. David, you can shut your dirty mouth. We're not going there. But the facts are what they are. If you post TikTok content expecting flow back to YouTube, it's not going to happen.
No, not as much as you would think it would. I mean, it does a little bit because if you get into
organics,
a particular TikTok niche, like there is a pay laking niche on TikTok.
Whoa! Wait a minute. I'd like to award this major award to Shannon Black for pronouncing the word niche correctly.
Yes, David, I knew where you were going with this. He said the word niche, not niche. Shannon, you can hide all of your hoity-toityness under this good old boy's accent. You said niche, not niche, and that's a bonus.
Yeah.
That means you are a graduate of the Underdog University.
I know some of them big words. I might not be able to spell it, but I can say it.
You got all those fancy big words like mayonnaise.
Like mayonnaise.
To be honest, right now, I'm sorry, I got to do this to you, West. Spell mayonnaise.
Oh, you're asking me to spell something? I went to art school, David.
My hashtag current wife, she sent me to the store with she sends me to the store a lot, and the grocery list, I literally take a picture. I'm like, what the hell are you looking for here?
Right.
One time it was Param Sam cheese. Param Sam for Parmesan. And
look,
I'm sitting here literally staring at the cheese department like Param Sam.
Param Sam.
And I lived in Powell, hoity-toity Powell. So there might be cheeses I don't know, and I'm sitting there like Param Sam.
There are absolutely cheeses you don't know,
Sam.
And it's French Param Sam.
What the bollocks are you asking me to buy?
David, I went to art school. And don't ask me my GPA. You would not be impressed.
Dude, I graduated with Shannon and Matt Hamlin and who else has been on our show from Jenny Jenny's Pleasure Bus.
Jenny's Pleasure Bus.
And so that's four of us from the same graduating class.
Oh,
of 113 people.
So I'm feeling good about
I guarantee you I was the lowest rated of all of us.
So I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I'm doing okay, is what you're trying to say.
Yes. You are just fine. Trust me. You are just fine.
I'll take it.
I couldn't even spell graduate.
Although Matt Harmon is also going to the same school as you, so
it's true. The simple fact that Matt Harmon was accepted at the same college that I went to, it might negate all of my higher level aspirations. So, hey, Shannon Black, I see.
Yeah.
This Sunday.
We love. Wait. Before we get back to Shannon Black, I gotta take a brief moment for Matt Harmon. He is excellent to poke fun at because he can take it. He can give it. He can take it. He's an excellent guy. Yeah. And I think if you put him in his own creative environment, you are going to be smoked time and time again. The guy is just, his heart has nothing but, hey, I want everybody to be happy and see some.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Harmon's a good guy. I really hope he can make it today. He was actually going to be part of our live studio audience, as he usually is. But apparently, over the last couple of days, he was exposed to people who might have come in contact with COVID. Hopefully the
Global plague sniffles of death.
Hopefully the Facebook algorithm gods forgive me for saying the word, but he was technically exposed. Point being, hopefully he
No, you gotta use the alcohol. That's the only way to ward it off.
Yes. Hopefully he can make it out this Sunday. And Saints be with us. Matt Harmon, all the best with you. Hopefully make it out this Sunday because Shannon Black and all these random Jokimos out there will agree with you. That Shannon Black and his regime of terror can be taken down.
So
he's looking
Shannon,
very, very Lenin.
How does it
beard and
sorry.
So Shannon, you're looking very like Lenin and late era Stalin-esque beard. You need to be taken down a peg or two. Hopefully some of these guys can do that and just give you a run for your money.
Yeah, they probably can.
Okay. You don't sound very optimistic.
Did he just say they
for
probably
them.
can't? Was there a T at the end of that?
There was a T. There might have been a T.
I'm pretty sure there was a T. They probably can't.
But
it was better than it was better than crack. They suck.
Yeah, Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon, I'm just glad you're wearing a shirt this time, and I appreciate it.
Yep. I wore it just for you.
Cisco and Ebert gives it 2 thumbs up.
But dude, honestly, so even though David and I will not be actually paying attention to much fishing at all on Sunday, we're going to do micro interviews with everybody on Sunday. We're going to talk to you. We're going to talk to all these other Jokimos who didn't talk to us. I'm just making up words now. We're going to talk to all these random dudes who didn't talk to us tonight. And man, I really look forward to talking to you on Sunday because last year was a lot.
Oh yeah.
This year is going to be so much fun, dude.
It is. It really is going to be a fun time. All of us different characters and stuff. Oh my gosh.
By the way, Chris Martin says he didn't get an invitation. Chris Martin says to invite him. Shannon, do you know Chris Martin?
Yeah, let's walk, talk, fish.
Oh, Chris, you already have the invite. What are you talking about, man? Chris, you were on a minute ago. I didn't recognize
invite you to what?
Chicken nuggets in your photo.
We watched you eat your chicken nugget. We watched you eat your chicken nugget, drink your iced tea, and have your double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
By the way, Chris Martin, I remember when I was young and I had a good metabolism. So F you.
Yes. Yeah. I gained 3 pounds watching him eat that food.
Right. Oh, I love chicken nuggets. And Chris Martin, I hate you right now. But we will talk to you on Sunday. Shannon Black, hey, thanks for joining us, man. We will talk to you soon. It's me on Sunday, dude.
Yeah, I honestly can't wait. We have some details to work out, so we need to be talking offline.
Yes.
Not on a live cast for the world to see.
Where we can bullshit and just talk crap.
Yeah, where we can actually bullshit and say the words like shit.
Oh, shit.
And talk about, kind of actual logic. Here is one thing to tell whether somebody's full of crap or not. All right, real quick. Either they're going to talk about what they're doing and all these little minutia and tactics, or they're going to be talking about logistics.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we talk a lot of bullshit on the show. We talk a lot about tactics and things of that nature. But now that the action has to happen, we need to discuss it with Shannon Black offline and in the background about the logistics of the event.
Totally.
Because there's a lot to handle in that side. And I want to make sure everybody knows that the granddaddy of them all, Shannon Black, the Real Life Outdoors with Shannon Black, is the reason that this is all happening.
Yeah.
He is the guy that has put this together.
Shit.
I know he's going to try to shed blame over to Brandon Henderson.
Yeah.
He is going to try to do it over here. He's going to try to push it this way. But in flat out honesty, the reason this is happening, the reason that the Easter Seals got almost $5,000 last year, and that we're pushing for $10,000 for them this year, is because of this guy right here, Shannon Black. And we can't thank you enough for not only coming on our show and being a repeat guest on our show and a guest host while West was on vacation last year on this show. We can't thank. We honestly, just flat out, we can't thank you enough.
Shannon, you're great.
You know, don't. You know, you don't ever want to think higher of yourself because then you're an asshole like me. But never think low of yourself either. And you know, and that's where you are. And you need to realize that you are far more important, not only to the YouTube fishing community,
yes,
but the actual just community in Southern Ohio, in Lawrence County, right now, than even the mayor, who is not even making it to the event.
Shannon, you're doing great things, man.
Hey, we try, man, but if it wasn't for the guys like you and the rest of the crew and everything, it wouldn't be possible. I mean, we can come up with ideas all day long, but if we don't have to fight along with them, they're just ideas.
Absolutely. So, Shannon, hey,
that's teamwork. That's teamwork.
Shannon, we will talk to you on Sunday. We've been going for like 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes, actually. So, Shannon, we will talk to you soon. Actually, you stick online afterwards. David and I want to talk to you. Everybody else, thank you so much for joining us. We will get to our normal topic next week, but this Sunday at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern at Bailey's Pay Lake, we'll come to you live with whatever we can possible. But Shannon Black at Real Life Outdoors Shannon Black and 9 other YouTubers are putting this together. This is going to be an amazing event. We're looking forward to it. Shannon, thank you, and we'll talk to everybody else soon. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
See you guys. Peace.
funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.